Who would you go, Miles Sanders or Damian Harris today? Year, because you don't know what to quite expect yet. We did see. Oh, you're gonna fix like all the squares, right? Okay. Yeah, we're getting stuff fixed up. Yeah, he's fixing it up. Yeah. It's good. We're good. Okay, so we're Gonna answer some questions here. Thank you all for being a part of the show. Let's get to it. So, starting at the top, we got Josh. Should I start Daryl Henderson, James Robinson, or Tyson Williams? I'm gonna say everybody gonna say Daryl Henderson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Daryl Henderson. He played, I believe, all but 3 snaps last week. So Daryl Henderson's the guy in this offense. Do you guys have any waiver wire pickups that could have good weeks? I'm trying to get a good flex play. Have a good week this week. MP. It just depends on. I don't like. Who are some guys that could be available right now? Kenny Gainwell. We just talked about him. He saw, I believe, he had 12 touches last week. He should be maybe somebody that's available in your leagues. Give us some guys that are available. Let us know real quick. Yo, what's up, Uzi? Good morning, everyone. How you doing, J4? Hurts or Herbert this week? Me personally, I'm going Herbert. Who you guys going?
I'd go Herbert as well.
Yeah.
That game in Dallas, I've talked about this. I think this game in Dallas is going to be the highest scoring game this upcoming weekend, with possibly the most offense. So, you guys feel the same? How do you feel about that game?
I think it's going to be a ton of offense. I think Justin Herbert can have 2 or 3 passing touchdowns. The Dallas Cowboys defense is really banged up, and they were able to put up good points against Tampa. So it should be a shootout.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be beautiful. Start all your guys there. The only one that I'm a little nervous about is Mike Williams, because we did have big shadow Mike Evans. I don't think like him shadowing him Evans really like affects much, because I just don't think Tom Brady was like, I'm not going to attack it. I'm just going to take advantage of the other matchups. So, but it's going to be interesting for Mike Williams this week. That's the only guy I'm a little hesitant on this upcoming week. Cole Kmet or Jonnu today? Who you guys going?
Has Jonnu been cleared to play?
I haven't
a Q tag.
I haven't seen that he's out or anything.
I'm kind of leaning towards Cole Kmet just because Jonah's been banged up, but that's a toss up for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cole Kmet. I kind of like what he's got going on. I think he just keeps going up and up from where last week wasn't a fantastic week. But I think he gets in the end zone this week.
Also, I'm pretty sure Goodwin and Mooney are questionable.
Me personally, I would go Jonnu because I really like this offense this upcoming week. I like everybody on this offense, really. Good luck today, everyone. Hey, what's up, Sweet Phil? Should I go Pollard over Gainwell, RB2? We were talking about this earlier. Me personally, I would go Gainwell. Who would you two go? Gainwell or Pollard?
Gainwell.
I'd probably go Gainwell just because there's more etched out plan for him. I think they get him in the offense quite often.
Yeah, so Gainwell, I believe he had 12 touches this past week, so I would probably go him. I remember last year it was like 2 people in the live show. Now you have all these sponsorships. You guys grew so much over this offseason. Yeah, we're getting there, MP. We're not quite there yet. Good things are to come, but appreciate you being one of the first guys. We appreciate you. And also here we got Mark. He's one of the OGs as well. Hate to ask this question. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Love you guys. Hey, we love you too, Mark. Hate to ask this question. Who do I start at kicker? Prater. I don't even know how to say that kicker's name. Blankenship or Gold. This was another one I was looking at. Personally, I would go Prater because I really like that game, Minnesota and Arizona. I like that game a lot. About to make my predictions. Darren Waller, 10 plus receptions, 80 yards. It could happen. Dude's crazy. Amari Cooper, 8 receptions and 20 points. Definitely. Start S. We got DeAndre Swift or Elijah Mitchell. I would still go DeAndre Swift. How about DeAndre Swift, Gigs? You love DeAndre Swift, huh?
I love DeAndre Swift, but just because it's standard, I think I might go Mitchell. Who they play again? The Eagles.
Yeah.
And then Detroit's got Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's standard. That's really a toss-up for me. I guess I'd go Swift just because I drafted him higher.
Yeah, and for me, why I would do I like Mitchell, but it's also number one. It's a really tough matchup for Mitchell. Like this defensive front for Philadelphia is no joke. And then also I know that the report is they've already said, I believe Ian Rappaport or someone already came out and said that Elijah Mitchell is going to get bulk of the work. So how many times have we seen that before, right? Like, Shanahan do this kind of stuff. So I love Mitchell. It's just, I know Swift, he's going to get like 70% of the snaps again. Who would you go, Rye?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go not Mitchell because he plays against the Eagles, and like you said, I think that the defensive front looks good. So I'd side with you guys on this one.
All right, I'm gonna fly through some of these to get caught up real quick. All right, let's see. We got David Montgomery, 100 plus 20 or rushing yards, 20 fantasy points. I could see that happening. I like David Montgomery a lot more than what I did at the beginning of the season with Tariq Cohen. No timetable for his return. I really like him. Start Deontay Johnson or Damian Harris, half point PPR. I would go Deontay Johnson, James Robinson, or Mike Davis. Personally, I would go James Robinson. We have Tyreek Hill, 120 plus yards, 25 fantasy points. Could happen as well. Debo or Mike Williams. For me personally, I would go Mike Williams. CH or Henderson. Henderson for me. Who would you guys go out of, Debo or Mike Williams?
I'd probably go Debo.
I'm going Debo.
Debo, they say. This is going to be a week Debo's going to let you down. It's going to be Ayuk season.
Maybe.
Morning, guys. Love the show. I'm going to ask one more time to double check. I need a flex. I have Watkins, Tim Patrick, and Mike Davis available. Me personally, I would go Tim Patrick. I love the matchup this week. Who would you guys go? Watkins, Tim Patrick, Mike Davis.
Tim Patrick's fair. Mike Davis, I like, but obviously the matchup is brutal this week, so I'm probably going to stay away from him. So yeah, I'll go Tim Patrick.
I'm going to go Sammy Watkins because I'm pretty sure Marquise Brown's dealing with an ankle injury, and if he doesn't play, I really like Watkins. But if Marquise Brown does play, I would go Tim Patrick.
Stafford over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Kyler over 1.5. Herbert over 1.5. Aaron Jones 60. Bills minus 2.5. Broncos minus 2.5. Titans plus 12.5. Okay. Thoughts? I do like that, Uzi. Titans 12
hell of a parlay.
I do like that. I think all of that hits, honestly. I think the Titans should definitely. I honestly think the Titans, I don't think they win this week. But that's really hard to envision the Titans going 0-2 to start the season. Like, I definitely didn't think they'd be going 0-2 to start the season. I thought they would have beaten Arizona. Arizona beat them up pretty good. That's a little concerning. We have Sarah. What's up, Sarah? We got half point PPR. Need a wide receiver flex. We got Boyd, Ayuk, Elijah Mitchell, Javonte Williams, Landry, Mike Davis. Need a wide receiver and flex. So for me personally, I'm going Javonte Williams. Love Javonte Williams this week and Landry. Who you guys gonna go?
I'd go Jarvis.
Well, they need two.
Oh, 2 players? Yeah, I'd go we're gonna go Landry and let's go. Yeah, I like Javonte Williams and Landry.
Yeah, I'd agree with that too. I just feel like everyone was all about Melvin Gordon. They're still talking about Melvin Gordon. If you take away his 70-yard touchdown run, which obviously you can't just take it away, his numbers are, I think Javonte would average more yards per carry if you take that one run out of it.
Yeah, and we saw Houston honestly beat up on Jacksonville. Like, Jacksonville looks as bad as they did last year. So I do think the Broncos, I've always liked the Broncos offense. They just needed a quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater played well week 1. And I think Javonte Williams, I believe both of them had like 14, 15 touches or something. So I like them in this game and I expect them to win this game. Let's see. We got what's up? Full point PPR. Please pick 3. Allen Robinson, Jamar Chase, Jacoby Myers, Cooper Kupp. I will leave out Jacoby Myers. I feel like we'll all probably agree with that. Let's see. Y'all saved me with playing Najee over Gibson. Do you think Brown's defense will do better than New England? I believe so. That'll be close. I like both of them, honestly. I'd probably go New England because Bill Belichick's track record against rookie quarterbacks. He really crushes rookie quarterbacks. So I'd probably go New England, but I don't think you could go wrong with either one.
Yeah.
Gainwell, Kirk, Brian Edwards, Pollard, Sony Michelle, AJ Dillon. I have Callaway, Davis, Javonte, Boyd. Out of all those guys, I would go Javonte. If you need just one, I wouldn't worry about picking any up. I would just go Javonte. Corey Davis or Mitchell, standard. I'd probably go Mitchell. I'd lead Mitchell. I think the Jets will struggle today, honestly.
Yeah.
Whoever drafted Sermon is really panicking. They're watching the stud on his way to be an RB1. Yeah. Elijah Mitchell, stud. Elijah Mitchell, he does look good. Should I start Swift, Cooks, or Drake? Absolutely, every single time. You know who it's going to be. Everybody in chat should know who I'm going to say. Swift, 100%. Especially in full point PPR, the man just had 11 targets. He just ran the most routes at the running back position this past weekend. You're starting him in full point PPR every single week. He's a top 10 play at the running back position. Start AB, Beasley, or Miles Sanders, full point PPR. I would still go Miles. He had 4 targets. I think he had 4 targets, 4 catches last week. He's a little bit more involved in the passing game than I thought he would be. He looked good. And I know Ryan's going Miles. He's a homer.
No, honestly, it was Miles or AB. I like AB more than you do as far as the outlook in the full PPR.
It's not that I don't like AB, okay? I like him this week once again. I mean, they should absolutely crush Atlanta. Yeah. They should demolish. That defensive front should have a field day with that offensive line. That offensive line is horrible. It is horrible.
The spread for that game's 13.5.
And that's probably not enough. They're probably going to be like 20. Watch it be a close game. But they should beat them up. That's why I like Rojo this week, because I think that they're like, all right, Ronald, we got to get you going. Fournette sucks. I think he sucks. I like Ronald Jones. Let's see. We got Robert Woods. Robert Woods to the moon is what? Yeah, he's already out, right? I'm pretty sure Xavier Rhodes was ruled out. I think he was ruled out Friday. Start Tannehill or Baker. Me personally, I'm going Tanny. I think Titans bounce back. How do you guys like that? And I think I said this earlier in the week too. I think that it's like last year when there was it was week 2 against Cincinnati, and you had Cleveland rush for over 200 some yards. Both Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, I think, went over 100 yards in that game. I think the same thing's going to happen this weekend. I think they're going to absolutely destroy Houston and just run the ball, run it down their throats. So I love that ground game. I still like Baker, but I just think that the running backs are going to go off this week. What do you guys think of the game?
I agree. I think that they can just run and beat Houston. So Baker's not going to have to pass a lot. I don't see him playing from behind. So I'm going to go Tannehill as well.
Yeah, I agree. I do like Baker, like Tyler said. I like Baker this week and season long. I feel like because last week it was brutal. Like he had a ton of he went for over 300, but didn't throw a touchdown pass. Everything was rushing. So I feel like they help him out this week and get him some plays in the red zone where he can throw some touchdowns. But yeah, I don't see the game being close enough to warrant a huge game and to start over Tannehill, which has blow up potential.
Yes, I agree with that. And I'm trying to fix my camera real quick. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Let's get caught up real quick. Where are we at?
Tannehill or Hurts? Tannehill or Hurts?
Tannehill or Hurts? That's a toss up. I'd probably go Hurts just because of the rushing upside. I'm going to catch up real quick. At least try hard to catch up. There's a lot of questions here. All right. So Mike Williams or Miles Sanders? Miles Sanders. I missed Chase, Devontae Williams, or is that Jamal Williams or Javonte Williams? I would go Chase out of all those guys. Corey Davis or Brandon Cooks at flex. Brandon Cooks. Devontae Smith or T. Higgins. Mike Williams or Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders. Dolphins defense or Steelers defense. No, same one. DeAndre Swift or Jamal Williams. I would go DeAndre Swift. Rojo or Javonte Williams. Godwin or AB. Godwin. Mike Williams or Miles Sanders. Thielen, Fournette, or Claypool. Thielen. Cole Beasley or Kareem? Kareem, like we talked about. I think he's going to have a big game today. So I need to start two. Mike Davis, Elijah Mitchell, Tyson Williams, Damian Harris. For me, I would go Damian Harris and Elijah Mitchell out of those guys. Chenault, Tim Patrick, Corey Davis, Christian Kirk, Tim Patrick. Corey Davis or Kareem? Kareem, how's it going, fellas? What's going on, Jonathan? Full point PPR. Higbee at Indy. Jared Cook at home. Would you usually pick? Yes. I would typically go Higbee, but it is a tougher matchup this week. And I like Cook. I like all the pieces of this offense this week in a very high scoring game. So personally, I would go Jared Cook. What's up, Josh? Who should I start at flex and half point PPR? Woods or Antonio Brown? With Xavier Rose being out, I would lean towards Woods. I'll let these guys answer here in a second as well. Start Depot or David Montgomery? David Montgomery. Ayuk is on the waiver. Should I pick him up? But I would have to drop one of Callaway, Sermon, Myers, or Tyson. What should I do? I would pick him up. I'd probably. Who would you guys drop? Or would you not even pick him up? I'd probably drop Callaway personally. But I would hate to drop Callaway. It's either drop Callaway, Sermon, Myers, or Tyson Williams.
I would just roll the dice one more week to see if he actually gets love, because right now he's in the doghouse.
Mm-hmm.
Cole Beasley or Kareem? Kareem. Noah Fant, Cole Beasley, Jamal Williams, or Michael Pittman. No, honestly, out of all those guys, I might go Noah Fant, but also I like Cole Beasley this week. Who would you guys go out of those guys?
This might sound crazy, but I think I'd go Jamal Williams, revenge game.
Has that good narrative to it.
That's interesting.
Like that.
Yeah.
What happened to the screen? Is the screen good now?
It's
Damian
good now,
Harris.
I think.
Okay. Damian Harris, Kareem Hunt or Debo. I would go Kareem Hunt. Good morning. Happy week 2. Pick 2. PPR. We got CH at Baltimore. Damian Harris at New York. Elijah Mitchell. I would go. Me personally, I would go CH and Damian Harris. Cole Beasley or Kareem Hunt? Kareem Hunt. James Robinson, Damian Harris, or Landry? Pick 2. For me, Damian Harris and Landry. Should I start Mike Evans? Yes, it depends on your other options, but Mike Evans should bounce back this week. We got Mitchell, Tyson, or Drake, full point PPR. Honestly, I'd probably go. Who would you guys go? I might go Drake, honestly. Because Drake, we know what his role should be, but it would be between him and Mitchell for me. Who'd you guys go?
Josh Jacobs is out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I would go Drake.
Yeah.
I'm not believing the Peyton Barber talk.
Yeah.
Smoke screen.
Peyton Barber talk. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has the
PPR
toughest defense out of the three that he's got to go against.
But he should have a very defined role for me. That's why I would go him, just because he should see bulk of the snaps, bulk of the work out of that backfield. So where Mitchell, I think he should. But in the off chance that, we see Trey Sermon today, I would just leave it.
Do we know if he's active yet?
Trey Sermon?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's active. I believe they said he was going to be active.
Okay.
Trade value for McLaurin. I mean, you better be getting like an RB1 or a wide receiver 1. I would keep Terry McLaurin. He's an absolute beast. Chase or AB? Chase. Waddle or Myers? Flex. Me personally, I would go Myers. We're almost caught up here, people. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. We do new stuff every single day. Let's see. We got Robbie Anderson, Jalen Waddle, Corey Davis, Tyson Williams, PPR flex. Out of all those guys, with Will Fuller being out, I probably would go Jalen Waddle. Is Pittman droppable? No, not yet. What's up? James Robinson, Higbee, or Anderson at flex? Who would you guys go? I'd probably go James Robinson. Who would you guys go? James Robinson, Higbee, or Anderson?
I think I'm going to go Robbie Anderson. I know he didn't have a lot of catches. He scored a long touchdown last week, but I feel pretty comfortable with Robbie.
Yeah. I mean, I think those two are good options. I like Higbee though, too, but I wouldn't be able to start him over those two guys.
Let's see. Waddle or Myers? For me, I like Myers a lot. I would go I would go Myers.
Yep.
Hunt or Elijah Mitchell? Hunt. What's your all
Hunt.
rankings? These guys, CH, Emmons, T. Higgins, Robert Woods, Corey Davis. So for me, the rankings would go, I would go CH. I'd have to look at it, honestly.
I would go CEH, T. Higgins, Woods, Edmonds, then Corey Davis.
Yeah, I feel like Corey Davis is definitely last for us.
Mm-hmm.
Jamison Crowder is playing this week, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's playing. I believe he's officially active, they said. I like Edmonds a lot though, but those wide receivers are like really solid. Like they're all for me like in the same tier there. All those guys. I don't think that you could go wrong with any of them. But I do like them all. CH, Hunt, Henderson, or Mitchell, or Higgins, Woods, or DJ Moore for just one. Personally, I have out of all those guys, I have Kareem Hunt the highest. It would be between me. It would be between Henderson or Hunt for me. I love those two guys this week. Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. Who you guys going?
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams, Winston or Herbert to start? Herbert. What's up, boys? Damian Harris, Tyson Williams, Elijah Mitchell. For me, I would go Damian Harris. Who would you guys go?
Yeah.
I would go Harris as well.
Chris Carson, Eckler, Hunt, start two. I have Hunt honestly as a top 10 play this week. I'm as RB10. I personally would go. Gosh, that is so tough.
I'm big on Eckler this week.
I would say Eckler and Hunt, but I hate. Who are you starting over Chris Carson?
Yeah.
Should I keep Randall Cobb? I mean, I would get rid of Randall Cobb personally. What would you guys do with Randall Cobb?
I never would have drafted him. I mean, that was one of those
Unless
things.
It's like
that,
a really
like,
deep league, but
yeah.
Yeah, you don't need
it. Sounded cooler than it actually probably will be.
Yeah. Appreciate it. No problem. Go ahead. You guys take over real quick because I gotta go check on that stuff.
All right. Mike Williams, Julio, or Landry, full PPR at flex. Landry, right, Giggs?
Yeah, with no OBJ, I like Landry.
Yeah. So Landry there. Hey y'all, who would you start at flex, Jamar Chase or Drake? I have Higgins starting as my wide receiver too, so not sure if I should have Jamar as flex at the same time. So yeah, who you starting? Chase, Jamar Chase, or Kenyon Drake? Giggs.
If it was PPR, I would feel pretty confident playing Jamar Chase and Higgins because I think they're going to throw the ball a lot in Cincy. If this was like a standard league, I think I would just throw in Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I have a buddy who drafted both of them in a lot of his leagues. It's a good stack, even though they're wide receivers. Same team.
Yeah, and they should throw the ball a lot. Antonio Brown or Godwin? Whew.
I'm going Godwin.
Yeah, honestly, probably Godwin, but there's going to be a lot of points scored. That offense is going to put up a lot of points this week. For some reason, I'm just going to stick with my guns, and I'm going to keep going AB because I think the dude's going to have a blow-up game and produce. So if you had to pick one, Pittman or Ayuk?
Damn. I would have to look at the injury report again. I know Paris Campbell was banged up for the Colts. I guess Ayuk didn't even play, so I would just roll with Pittman. But again, Ayuk's in the doghouse right now. We need to figure out like how many snaps he's going to be getting and if they're going to even look his way.
Yeah, I feel you on that. And I'd probably lean Pittman just because the uncertainty with Ayuk. If you have thoughts on the Saints defense, like fantasy wise or like real life defense, because the defense real life looks awesome. I don't know. Fantasy wise, who do they play? Who do the Saints have?
They play the Panthers today.
It should be a smash defense. I would assume that's a top 10 play, right?
I think it's a solid play. I saw a stat that the Panthers have the most first downs. Like they have the highest first down completion percentage or whatever, or conversion. Yeah, they move the ball. since Matt Rule's gotten there. I still think like after what the Saints did to Green Bay, I'm confident playing the Saints this week. But it is a division interdivision rivalry game.
All right, I like it. So should I trade Henderson for Edmonds and Drake? What's the upside for all the players? So you'd be giving away Darrell Henderson for Edmonds and Drake. Personally, I wouldn't do that.
No.
Unless you're hurt and you need some depth. You need some guys to fill in there, but I'd keep the Henderson aspect because that offense is going to keep humming all season long. And I love the upside for Henderson if he stays healthy. Thank you. Gaskin, Sutton, or Marvin Jones at flex? What do you think, Gibbs?
Gaskin, Sutton, or Marvin? I'm going to go Marvin Jones.
It's interesting.
I'm going to go Sutton. And I'm back.
Sutton, you're back. All right, you want to take over from there? It was Tyler Miller at 10:56. Gaskin, Sutton, or Marvin Jones.
Did we do the PPR flex one? CEH, Edmonds, or Chase?
I missed that one. Good call. PPR.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'll go CEH.
For me, I'm going CH.
Yeah.
So you got the Gaskin, Sutton, or Marvin Jones one, right? I need to start 2 wide receivers. We got Jay Hay. What's up? How's it going? And real quick, appreciate everybody being a part of the YouTube at Aspire Sports Show. If you're over on TikTok, come over here. You'll get your questions answered faster. And if you haven't already, smash that like button. Give me a thumbs up or, subscribe to the channel. Follow if you're over on TikTok. Appreciate everybody being a part of the show. So let's get to it. We got 2 hours till kickoff. So we got some time here. Let's answer some more questions, and then we're going to talk about some bets, some DFS plays, that kind of stuff. So let's see real quick. We got start 2 wide receivers. We got Godwin, DJ Moore, Jamar Chase. I feel like, I would go definitely Godwin, Jamar Chase. How do you guys feel?
That's a tough one, but I would go Godwin and Chase as well.
Start Aaron Rodgers or Jalen Hurts. Me personally, I would start Aaron Rodgers. I think he's gonna this game Monday night should be really entertaining. I think
he has to. He cannot have another bad game.
Yeah, I don't think he'll have a bad game. That should be a really high scoring game. I think it will be a good game. Elijah Mitchell or Durbo, Debo. I'm assuming. Personally, I would go Elijah Mitchell. Who you got? I'm assuming you guys are going to say Debo.
Yeah.
Standard scoring, Higgins or Woods at wide receiver. Also, Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell. Now, this one I would go Damian Harris for standard scoring. Higgins or Woods. Personally, I would go Higgins. I would go Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
Rager or
Can't
Hardman.
go wrong with either of those guys.
I would go Rager. Rager this week.
Fire him up.
Like Hardman. Ugh. Should I sit Mark Andrews? Absolutely not. It depends on your other option, but you better have like a top 5 guy. Otherwise, you're starting him. Pitts or Higbee? Pitts. I benched McLaurin, SMH. Who should I start? Melvin Gordon, Corey Davis, or Adam Thielen? I would go Thielen. Yes.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown or Darrell Henderson, full point PPR. Me personally, I would go Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson.
I'm gonna say.
Herbert or Stafford? Herbert. Love both of them, but I would go Herbert. That game should be money. Or live over on YouTube at TikTok. Come over to YouTube. You'll get your questions answered faster. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Swift. Well, I'm telling. Yeah, let's see. We got 12-team standard. Need to start 2 wide receivers. I got that one right. Swift or CeeDee Lamb. Ooh, that one's tough. I would lead. So I do have CeeDee Lamb ranked higher than Swift, but my question to you is who are you starting over the other one? That's what I want to know. That's the real question here. Who should be your sleeper defense today, or who would be your sleeper defense? Sleeper defense? I would start defenses like I love the New Orleans Saints, Denver Broncos. I would start the New England Patriots, the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if any of those start as sleepers. Do any of those start as sleeper defenses? Count as sleeper defense?
What is there one where you think that there's like you can stream this week? Like, is there one?
I
where
picked up
you?
the Saints a lot. I don't know why the Saints are even available in a lot of leagues. They're available in like over 50% of leagues. I don't understand why. It depends on your league. Like another defense that I think is streamable as well would be the Arizona Cardinals. I would do Arizona. I mean, I do like Minnesota, but I also that defense was legit last week. Defense looked really good.
You get
Mine
points for
Buffalo
sacks
this week.
too.
I'm okay with playing honestly Buffalo and Miami's defense as well. Like I think going both those defenses is fine. I like both of them. Would you Higbee or Tunyon? Me personally, I'm going Higbee.
Yeah.
I have D Hop and CD locked in for my flex. Do I go Sutton or Debo? Me personally, Sutton.
I'll go Sutton there.
Yeah, I'll go Sutton with you guys.
Do you think I should pick up Daniel Jones over Josh Allen? Yeah.
No.
I know that has to be a joke, right? I mean, I don't mean to laugh if you're being serious, but come on now. You're not picking up Daniel Jones over Josh Allen. Start Aaron Rodgers or Hurts at quarterback. Me personally, I would go Aaron Rodgers. I love Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong, but Rodgers should be an absolute smash. Henderson or Swift this week. In standard, I would go Henderson. PPR, I would go Swift. I had to assume everybody would agree with that. If you're not, you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Geez, we got a lot of questions here, don't we?
Let me know if you want to fire
maybe
through.
we don't.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know where I'm even at right now.
Lawrence,
we got
Burrow,
a lot.
Cousins, or Fields.
Yes. Are you saying it, or can they not hear you? There's a lot of questions coming through. Just so you're aware, because this isn't new. Is this new on YouTube? Like, how new is this feature? It's been on here for a while. So we do have super chats available. Well, super chats, not super chats. Also signing up, being a part of the team, which you can sign up and join the community. You could be a practice squad member. You could be a starter. Also super chats, yes. But let me just finish. Don't need you talking in my ear. So we do have this available, and what it does is it gives you a badge. It also gives you special emotes that you can use, and there's also different things that come with it, as well as like a joining the live show at one point. What the hell? Joining the live show. Also weekly rankings that you'll receive. So all of that is available. There's a lot of questions coming through. We'll try to get through all the questions, but we're pretty far behind. So I'm going to rip through some of these real fast. So we have pick 2, Sutton, Cooks, Waddle. Sutton, Cooks. Good luck to Steelers today. Hey, let's go Steelers. We have Gaskin or Mike Evans or Devontae Smith. For me, Mike Evans, Godwin, Robbie Anderson, or Adam Thielen. I would go Godwin. Gaskin, James Robinson, Mitchell, Julio, and Flex. Me personally, out of all those guys, I would go, if it's PPR, I do like Julio. I think Julio in this offense bounces back. If it's standard, though, I would go Mitchell. Waddle, Boyd, or Kirk. Pick 2. Who would you guys go for that one? Me personally, I'd go Waddle. And who's the other one? You got to pick one more. I would go Kirk. I like Kirk's matchup in the slot this week, personally. Or not Kirk, Boyd.
It's Boyd's turn.
Jarvis Landry or Robbie Anderson, Jarvis Landry. Flex, we got Mitchell or Myers. Full point PPR, Myers. Should I start Gaskins or Tyson Williams? I would go Gaskin. Or should I start Corey Davis? I would still go Gaskin. Jarvis Landry or Robbie Anderson, Jarvis Landry, James Robinson or Elijah Mitchell, full point PPR. I would go Mitchell. Debo, Mike Williams, Devontae Smith, or Damian Harris, full point PPR. In that case, I would still go Mike Williams personally. I know these guys are probably going to say Debo. Should I trade Mahomes for Kamara and Thielen? If you're getting Kamara side, yes. Julio Jones or Robbie Anderson, Julio Jones for me. Damian Harris or Antonio Brown at flex. Me personally, if it's, I would still go regardless. I think Damian Harris can have a big game today against the Jets. I mean, he had 23 touches last week. He didn't catch anything, but he had 23 carries last week. You'd love to see it. And especially against a game of the Jets, I think he should feast. Robbie Anderson or Julio Jones? Julio Jones. I'm going to skip down here. If it, just repost your question if we didn't answer your question. Cortland Sutton or Corey Davis? Cortland Sutton, Robbie Anderson or Julio Jones or Tyler Boyd? Trey Sermon activated to the playing roster today. Yes, Trey Sermon is active. Jameis or Stafford or Carr? Who would you guys go out of those ones? I personally would go Stafford.
Yeah.
Stafford, Carr, Jameis.
I'm going Stafford.
Stafford.
Mitchell or Melvin Gordon? Who you guys going?
Mitchell.
Elijah Mitchell. Star Hurts or Herbert? Normal PPR. Herbert. Traded away Eckler and Cup for Swift and Lamb. Full point PPR. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna say? Yeah.
Full PPR, you said?
Yeah.
I like it.
Over who?
No.
I like it because you can go check the Twitter, okay? I said this. I was saying this all summer long, okay? Telling you right now. DeAndre Swift is a better Austin Eckler. Been saying it all offseason, and Anthony Lynn's offense. DeAndre Swift just had a 20% target share. 20% target share. People, Anthony Lynn's running backs over the past 3 years have been averaging a 26% target share. DeAndre Swift is everything you wish Austin Eckler would be. He's an even better football player. DeAndre Swift is Austin Eckler at a cheaper price this offseason. So hopefully you're listening to the Aspire Sports Show. So let's get it. We got
Hines.
All right, someone take over real quick. Yeah, just take over for a minute. I gotta go spray the turkey. I'm smoking a turkey, guys, so I might be in and out. I gotta get this bird done. You know what I'm saying? Before game time, so I'm gonna be kind of like in and out here.
I'll go ahead and say yes. Do that for if you're trading them away to get Swift and Lamb, I would do that.
Fair enough.
Damian Jones. Or I'm sorry, Damian Harris.
Can you repeat who it was? Yeah, I'm with Gigs. Yeah.
Pitts. Julio.
I like Edmonds.
Yeah, I like Edmonds as well. I'm gonna go Rojo.
I'll go the opposite. I'll go Higbee.
Same.
Javonte Williams or Landry?
Agreed.
Cooks. Deontay, right? I mean, that's a you question. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Julio. I'll say Julio.
Yeah.
Burrow. Hmm. I like the Chiefs -3. Cardinals. I like probably my two favorite are probably the Chiefs and the Cardinals cover. Um, I don't. I guess I wouldn't. There's none that I look at. I'm like, all right, that's stupid. The one thing about the -7s though, if you can alt spread those to 6.5 just to be covered if they win by a touchdown. I hate leaving it at like -7 and stuff because you're gonna push on a lot of those. So if you can all those, I guess the only one that's not on a number is the Cardinals one. So even like the Chiefs, I mean, I don't have any problem with that -3. Don't lose the value on it. But the Broncos and the Pats, if you're confident in them to win by, Tutty, I just alt it to 6.5 because you're not going to lose that much juice and you have it covered if they win by a touchdown.
Broncos is down to -5.5 right now. So I would probably move. That line was sitting at -6.5 like all week. So Broncos is one I would move down. If you're going for the juiced odds at -7, that's fine. I like Bills -3. I like Pats -7. I like Chiefs -3. I do like the Cardinals. Let's see, -4. What are they getting right now? -3.5. Yeah, that's fine. Playing the Vikings at Arizona. So I like all those bets.
Hey, Kyle. Got it. Derek. Yeah, Derek texted you. All right. He just said they can't hear what you're saying, so we're just randomly saying stuff out loud.
So the next one's Edmonds or Tyson Williams.
All right, now it's fixed. Okay. Shit.
I would go
So
Edmonds.
stupid. Okay.
Yeah, I'd go Edmonds.
Yeah.
Lawrence, Burrow, Cousins, or Fields PPR. I would go Burrow. Joe Burrow could light it up today.
I think you skipped Jeff and then Ziada's. Naheem Hines or Van Jefferson.
Naeem Hines.
Yeah.
Okay.
How confident are you with Najee? I like Najee this week more than I liked him last week.
Somebody
He
made a
got
really good
ton
point.
of volume.
Yeah, somebody made a really good point. If the Steelers' run game is going to get going, it needs to be this week, or they're going to have a little bit of issues when they go forward. So I think that they're going to emphasize it this week, and he's going to see 20-plus touches. That's what. Even if they don't get going early, you have to. You have to run the ball, even if you're not moving it. You still got to run it. So I think by halftime he'll start to be pushing.
All right, we got Gordon, Jamal Williams, or Naheem Hines for my RB2 spot. If this is a full PPR, I would consider Naheem Hines, but half or standard, I'm actually going to go Jamal Williams. I think he's going to have 10 to 15 touches against the Packers. They used him and Swift a lot.
Thanks, Derek, by the way.
Harris or Williams
good.
for my flex. I don't know which Williams that is.
Or Harris. It could be
Harris.
Damon. Yeah, Najee. Ask someone again with the names, Charlie. Carlos. So Damian Harris or Antonio Brown at flex. If it's PPR, I'm leaning. Any sort of PPR, I'm leaning Antonio Brown. But standard, I'll go Damian Harris.
I would say the exact same. Cortland Sutton or Corey Davis PPR. So with no Judy, you'd expect Cortland Sutton to be the guy today, and Jamison Crowder's coming back. So
I'm going Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cortland Sutton.
Speaking of PPR, we'd like to receive that like and subscribe from you guys, and you guys get cool points for it.
All right,
So
I'm
go
back.
ahead.
We're at. I think we missed over to. I'll ask these real quick, Ty, if you just want to answer them. Edmonds or Tyson Williams?
Edmonds, easily.
Hamlin,
Easily.
Hamler, Pittman, Pascal, or Drake in the flex?
I would
going
probably
Drake.
I would still go Drake, yeah.
Yeah, Damian Harris, Marvin Jones, or Marquise Brown. I think we answered that one, right? Damian
I'll go
Harris.
Damian Harris,
flex. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. If you want to take over, Ty, or I can keep asking them. Gronk or Pitts and PPR is where we're at 11:06.
Gronk or Pitts?
We're going Pitts.
I would still go Pitts, yeah.
Robbie Anderson or Julio Jones.
Okay,
Tyler
is that
Boyd.
it up there? Yeah, Julio, is that the one? Julio and Tyler Boyd right now, and Luke. I would go personally. I would go Julio. Edmonds or Tyson Williams? Edmonds. Full point PPR. Ronald Jones or Ingram? Ronald Jones.
I like
Me
both.
You want to just go rapid fire to catch up? It looks like we're
Yeah, I'll go
way
rapid
back.
fire. Let's get it. Let's get it, dude. Harris or Williams for flex? I'm assuming which Harris and which Williams. I'm assuming it's probably going to be Damian Harris, and then I would assume probably Javonte Williams. And if that's the case, I would go Javonte Williams. Higbee or Goddard? I would go Higbee. Javonte Williams or Landry, PPR. I would still go Javonte Williams. Flex, Devontae Parker or Brandon Cooks. Julio or Deontay. Higbee or Goddard. I would go Higbee. Julio or Tyler Boyd. Julio. Who do I take? Lawrence, Cousins, Burrow. Me personally, who I would go with Joey Burrow. Higbee or Goddard? Higbee. Rate my fantasy team. 20. Higbee or Goddard? Higbee. Gronk or Pitts? Nyheim Hines, Van Jefferson. Nyheim Hines. Although Van Jefferson did start over Robert Woods, I'm pretty sure, which was interesting. Edmonds or Tyson Williams? Edmonds by a mile. I do love Tyson Williams, but Edmonds is a guy you need to go and get right now. Higbee or Goddard? Higbee. I answered these ones. Start Mitchell, Hines, Edwards, Moore, Peoples, Jones, and Flex. Normal PPR. If it's normal, Edmonds is Edwards. Oh, Brian Edwards. Moore. I'm assuming DJ Moore. If it's just no, that's normal. Normal PPR. So it's PPR. I personally, I would go DJ Moore. Should I trade Elijah?
What if it's Elijah?
What?
What if it's Elijah Moore? I feel like DJ Moore's the obvious one, so maybe it's Elijah.
Oh, if it's, oh, okay. If that's the case, I'll go Mitchell then.
Just text in the chat to clarify.
Should I trade Elijah plus Mike Davis plus Tyson Williams for David Montgomery? I would do that. Yeah. It's a bunch of like uncertainties right now for a guy who, to me, looked really good on Sunday night. David Montgomery looked damn good. Higbee, yeah, I got that one. Tyrod or Herbert. Start two. Deontay Mitchell, AB, Mike Davis, Devontae Smith, Deontay Johnson, and for me, I would go AB. Lance Burrow, got that one.
He said it was Elijah Moore.
Okay, so then Mitchell. Will Lance take the starting job this season? He will at some point, but man, listen, here's the thing. Like Jimmy G's a serviceable quarterback. So it's really like either they're going to have to go away from him or he's going to have to play bad. And I just think he's not going to play bad. So at some point in the season, it might be like a situation with Ryan Fitzpatrick last year where the team's just like, all right, we're going a different direction because you're not our long-term quarterback. That's what it might take and how long. It could be later in the season, honestly. It's going to be interesting to see how this exactly works out. Eckler or Jefferson at the flex, full point PPR. Me personally, I would go this week. I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson. Who you guys going with? I'm assuming Eckler.
No, I go Justin Jefferson.
I'll go JJ.
We got rate my team: Burrow, Gibson, Chubb. It's an A+. Great job drafting. Let's see. We got start Mitchell, Hines. We got that one. Corey Davis or Claypool. No problem. Derek. Yeah. CEH or Fournette. CEH. Swift or Deontay. Swift. Claypool or Corey Davis. We got that one. Thoughts on McLaurin? McLaurin's a beast. You don't trade him away. You keep him. Claypool or Marvin Jones. Claypool. Henderson or Swift. In standard, I would go Henderson's. PPR would go Swift. Ayuk or Aguilar. Claypool or Corey Davis. Claypool. Morning, guys. What's up, dude? What's up, Nick? We got Mike Williams or Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson by a mile.
Yeah.
Henderson or Julio. Full point PPR. Do I have? I do have AJ Brown. I would go Henderson. Henderson or Swift. I got that one. Elijah Moore. The answer is always Swift. Thank you. CJ gets it. The answer is always Swift. That's the answer. Always Swift. I got offered Ayuk for Elijah Mitchell. Do I take it? What side are you getting? You got offered Ayuk for Elijah Mitchell, like you're getting Brandon Ayuk. Oh, I think Elijah Mitchell can be a league winner, so I'm sticking with Elijah Mitchell. Watch Trey Sermon go out there and be ball out today, but I think Elijah Mitchell can be a league winner. Start Henderson or Elijah Mitchell. Henderson. Stafford or Tannehill. Although that's really close for me. Like those are two guys that are ranked. Who would you guys go?
I'm kind of a homer, so I'm going to go Stafford.
I think it's really close. Those two games should be, well, I don't know. I don't think I see Indianapolis really struggling to put up points, honestly. So
they're really banged up this week.
Yeah, I really don't like Indianapolis. And for that reason, I would go with the Titans because I think that, well, if this offensive line is going to be better because they were absolutely atrocious last week, but this game could be one of the highest scoring games of the slate with Seattle and Tennessee. Tennessee's defense is dog water. That defense is so bad. Let's see. We got who is it? CEH or Ronald or Fournette, CEH, Jamison Crowder, Tim Patrick, DJ Chark, Darnell Mooney, Tim Patrick, Jamison Crowder got that one already. Rate my team, rate my bets. We got Cards -4, Bills -3, Pats -7. Ooh, Pats -7, huh? They'll probably win by more than 7.
We did answer this.
Oh, you did?
I personally like the Cards, Bills, Pats, Broncos. I'd want that number down just a little bit because you can get them at -5.5 right now. And Chiefs -3. I think those are all solid bets.
Aguilar or Callaway? Callaway bounced back this week. James Robinson or Cole Beasley? Or James Robinson. Better game for Cooper or Allen? Oh man, which one has the better game? I'm gonna go with Amari
Allen.
Cooper. Oh, I just like you want both those guys. You shouldn't leave one of them out of your starting lineup unless you're just asking for maybe DFS. Maybe that's why. But I think me personally, Cooper. He thinks Allen. Ryan tiebreaker. Cooper. We got Hurts or Herbert or Hurts. Yeah, we got Herberts or Hurt. Wait, no. Start Cole Beasley or Godwin and flex. Always Godwin. Always Godwin. 30% target share last week. I'm pretty sure he was I don't know if he was the 5th or if it was the 6th highest target share in the NFL last week. You know, Cooper Kupp's was 38% his target share last week. 38%.
Because they had breakfast together.
Well, yeah, this is true. Dude. You know who had the highest? Tyreek Hill. His was like 48% last week. Gosh, that's disgusting. AB or AB or Gordon? AB, Bears or Bengals? This was a toss-up. This is one of those games I'm staying away from.
I'm going Bengals.
Bengals. I was going to say Bears, but I'm staying away from it. I don't want anything to do with that game.
I got money on Bengals.
If you had a sleeper, or not sleeper, survivor picks, who would your survivor picks be this week?
Oh, definitely Browns. Tampa or the Browns.
Yeah.
I used who was the obvious one? The Niners last week. And then this week I have the Browns.
I would go. Wow, I'm confused here. Wait, what? These ads take a while, Kyle. They've been on the screen for like a minute. Personally, my survivor picks would be, I would go with the Browns. I think it's a problem. People rather see us. I mean, when it's like a 2-minute ad, yeah. Let's see. We got who do I start at flex? We got Damian Harris, Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, or Javonte Williams. Out of all those guys, I'm going Javonte Williams. Who you guys going?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'll go Javonte Williams.
Williams.
If it was PPR, I'd probably go Cooks.
Is Jamar Chase the real deal for the rest of the season? Yeah, I think. I mean, he was drafted at 4 overall. He's an absolute stud. The thing with Jamar Chase is that the dude is a freak of nature athletically. Like, my God, he's so fast. Can win
every year. The NFL gives us like 2 or 3 studs in a draft. Not all of them always pan out, but Chase and Smith are going to be really good wide receivers in the league for a long time.
Elijah Mitchell too. I know he didn't have a good week 1, but he'll bounce back.
CeeDee Lamb's basically that from last year, and what's his name?
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, yeah.
Claypool.
Yeah, Claypool.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
Fournette or Hunt? Hunt. Williams or Claypool? Which Williams here? Javonte Williams, I'm assuming, or Mike Williams? Would you start Jalen Hurts or Russell Wilson? Me personally, this is really a toss-up. These are 2 guys that are like ranked right there. I would probably I would say edge to Hurts, but like the more I've looked at this, the more I like Russell Wilson because I think this game is going to be should be a shootout. I know Ryan's already going to say Hurts, so I don't even have to ask him.
No, I think the defense is going to be a little bit. The Niners defense, obviously, they gave up a lot of points in the garbage time, but I still think that defense is pretty solid. I don't love Hurts especially when you have a guy like Russell Wilson.
Hey, give the Lions a little more credit than that. That was actually they actually did have technically they did have a chance to win that game or to tie it up. They did actually have a shot there at the end.
Who, the
So
Lions?
it wasn't complete garbage time, I'm not gonna lie. Some of that was actually like legit.
That would have been a historic comeback.
It would have been, but they still had a whole minute with a timeout to come back and score a touchdown, so it wasn't that bad.
Kenyon Drake or Edmonds, I would go Edmonds. James Robinson or Tyson Williams. James Robinson. Beasley or Waddle, PPR. I would still go Waddle. Mike Williams or Claypool. I would go, honestly, Mike Williams. Start Henry Ruggs versus the Steelers or AB versus the Falcons. AB. Javonte Williams or Myles Gaskin. Javonte Williams. Ebron or Tunyon. Thoughts on Gainwell? I like Gainwell. He's a solid ad. Singletary or Sammy Watkins. I thought I saw Zach Moss going to be active today. When does that come? It should be coming out here shortly.
He
right?
is active today.
He's active. Then I'm staying away from Devin Singletary, Zach Moss, staying away from that backfield as a whole, and I would go Sammy Watkins. No part of that backfield with both those guys active. Yuck. Start Carson or Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt for me. Hurts or Herbert. Herbie. Need help with the flex. We got full point, and this is it Ozai? Was it Ozai? I think it was Ozai is how he pronounced it. Need help with the flex. Full point PPR. We got pick 1. Jamar Chase, Elijah Mitchell, James Robinson, Darrell Henderson. I'm leaning towards Chase. Yeah, who are you guys going with? I would personally go with Darrell Henderson, but Jamar Chase is a fine option. Those are two guys that are in the same tier for me. They're right there in the same ranking. So if you want to go Jamar Chase, go with your gut. I personally go with Henderson. Who are you guys going?
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 Jamar Chase and 1 on the outside. But who's going to be right? It'll probably be me. Nah, just kidding. Who do I start at the flex at my second league? We got Mike Evans, Brandon Ayuk, Tyson Williams, Damian Harris. Who do you start at the flex? Already Mike Evans. Mooney or Terrence Marshall, the better stash? I don't really like either one of them. I feel like I'd rather have a running back than a wide receiver stash.
I'd rather like Terrence Marshall.
Oh, would you rather have one of those guys, or would you rather have Roundtree or Alex Collins? Like, would you rather have one of those guys or one of the running backs as a stash?
I mean, if you're trying to stash a wide receiver, I think Terrence Marshall, that's the guy. I think he can be a stud. Depends on if you need running backs or not. But if DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson went down for a season, I think he immediately steps in. He could be a breakout candidate this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I personally rather stash running backs. They drop like flies. And we saw last week, Roundtree work exclusively as the RB2 in this offense, and Alex Collins with Rashad Penny already hurt. That poor man. That poor soul. What a waste of talent. Well, I mean, I don't want to say a waste. That's pretty harsh. Just unfortunately injured every single season. Poor guy. There was a lot of potential there. It showed. Prescott or Herbert? This one's really interesting for me. I'm going Prescott, but it is really close.
I agree.
Dak. Darrell Henderson or Jarvis Landry? Darrell Henderson. AB or Debo? AB. Start Herbert or Hurts? Herbert. Myles Gaskin or Miles Sanders? I would go Miles Sanders. Do you think Hawkinson will finish the season as tight end 1? No, I don't think tight end 1, but
he can.
I think he could finish. I think he could honestly finish as tight end 3. I think he could beat out George Kittle, personally. Who was saying that this offseason? I said
every Lions fan.
I'm a Lions fan. I'm a closet Lions fan.
Ooh,
That's true.
so
I
you're gonna
do
have
love
Stockholm
Swift.
syndrome.
I do love Swift, and I love Hawkinson. Um, Elijah Mitchell or Drake? Elijah Mitchell. No. I'm going Kenny Drake just because the role is more clear cut. I want to see it one more week from Elijah Mitchell. If he goes out, okay, let's say this real quick. If Elijah Mitchell goes out there this week and balls out, let's say he rushes like, we'll say 18 times for like 80 yards this week or 75 yards. Next week, do you feel comfortable starting Elijah Mitchell as like a bona fide RB2 with upside? If he sees like majority of the work in this backfield.
Yeah.
I mean, I really
I'd-
go ahead, Ryan.
I said, yeah.
I'm not someone who's really buying the Elijah Mitchell hype right now. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. I know he had a good
But what if he
week
goes out
against-
this week? I'm saying, and he is the guy. You're still not buying into it?
They still have Jeff Wilson on PUP when he comes back. If he can stay healthy, I definitely think he's going to eat in those carries. And I don't think you take Trey Sermon as early as you do and not give him reps. So I just think it's going to be a committee. It's going to be a clusterfuck in San Fran. And yeah, there might be one guy who gets the most carries or the largest percentage of the carries, but he can be valuable for a few weeks, I think. But I don't think at the end of the year he's going to be as valuable as he is now.
Hey, looks like some of the ins and outs are starting to come through. Pittman's active. Paris Campbell is not. I think that's what we were
Is there
expecting.
any other big ones?
No, the next one that came through is Hurts is active. He missed some practice time this week.
Who? Jalen Hurts?
No, Zach Ertz.
Oh. He's active, you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to some of these questions. So I want to say this real quick about Elijah Mitchell. I mean, I do think that once Jeff Wilson comes back, I do think that Jeff Wilson will definitely be involved, unless the big thing has been Elijah Mitchell is like a Raheem Mostert clone. That's what all the beat reporters have been saying in San Francisco, and they all say the same thing. Kyle Shanahan is absolutely obsessed with Raheem Mostert type of build of running back. So I do think that they invested that early draft capital 100%, but sometimes teams don't just hit it. Like those guys just end up being busts. That it is what it is in the NFL draft. And if guy doesn't, who? Yeah, he'll play.
Yeah.
Don't listen. We
just ask for the chat in general in case anybody wants to know. Are you taking Mitchell over Edmondson all week?
No.
Then
No.
You're putting Edmondson.
Mm-hmm. I love Chase Edmonds. I made a video on this. It was a TikTok. So in my opinion, there's 4 guys that you need to go and trade for. Well, you only got an hour and a half till game time, but there's 4 guys that I think are just being undervalued right now. When number 1 is DeAndre Swift. I don't think people honestly understand in PPR this guy is going to be a top 10 running back this season if he stays healthy. Disclaimer: if he stays healthy. Number 2, Chase Edmonds. I don't think people understand that last week in a James Conner week, it was supposed to be a James Conner game. Chase Edmonds had had a better fantasy day and saw more work than James Conner last week. Number 3, TJ Hawkinson. He's going to finish as a top 3 tight end this year. The dude's an animal in this offense. And the last guy is DJ Moore. A lot of people think that Robbie Anderson is still the wide receiver 1 here. No, DJ Moore is the wide receiver 1. DJ Moore is a freak of nature, and DJ Moore has done nothing but produce in his career. Just the touchdowns haven't been there. 4 guys that you need to go and try to get because right now people aren't valuing them correctly. Your last chance, but you only have an hour and a half, less than an hour and a half. So good luck. All right. Anyways, back to the chat real quick. You guys can take over because I got to go check the meet right quick. I'll be right back, brother.
Gates, you got it?
A lot's come in, so I'm not quite sure where we're at. Where do you want to start?
I was looking at bets. You want to just pick something? If anyone, if wherever he starts, if you miss your question, feel free to ask it again.
I'm actually going to start at
Just
the
start
bottom
at-
and work my way up.
I would just start
So-
at go start at Bronson Mendez. Is it worth keeping Gesicki on your roster? Start there. And
What's
if you
that?
just scroll up a little bit. Look
All
at
right.
any
If you
match.
typed a question, we didn't answer it, just type it again.
Yeah.
Start 2 wide receivers. 0.5 PPR. You got Mike Williams, Deontay Johnson, Julio, or Sutton. I'm going to say Deontay Johnson, Julio.
All right.
Sure. At
I'm
this
back
point.
in.
How do you guys feel about Saquon going forward? Never nervous about his usage in the future with the Giants office. Giants are still trying to get a better O-line. The team's still kind of a mess. They played against Washington, who has a good defense. I say give Barkley time. He's still an amazing running back. He does need to get his confidence back. And I think, this year might be rough, but going forward, I think Barkley's a fine running back to have on your team. We just need that volume.
Yeah.
Here they come. So Miles Sanders or Claypool for PPR. That's a tough one, but I'm gonna roll with Miles Sanders here. How about you?
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right, so 2 for Sanders. Josh Allen or Lamar. Shit. Yeah, this is a tough one, but I think I might go Lamar.
No, I don't. I'm going Lamar. I think that game we're gonna have a treat tonight. That game tonight. I think it's gonna be a high scoring. Just those two battling it out.
I agree. That's gonna be a fun one to watch. Let's see. Next we got. Well, it's moving on me. Montgomery or Eckler to start. Now, here come the hard questions. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm actually going to go Eckler today because I think Dallas, I think they lost 2 or 3 defenders like since their last game. I think Eckler could be primed to have a really big game, but Montgomery is going against Cincy, which is kind of soft. Ryan, who are you taking?
I think Montgomery looked really good, dude. I'm going Montgomery.
He did really good against the Rams. That's really a toss up there. Van Thomas, I would say if it's PPR, I'll go Eckler. If it's half PPR or standard, I'm Montgomery, and Ryan's going Montgomery. Logan has Henderson or Landry. If it's full PPR, I'd probably go Landry. Other than that, I'm going Henderson. How about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, CJ has Tyson Williams or Landry, PPR full. I'm going Landry.
Mm-hmm.
As long as OBJ is out,
Landry.
as long as OBJ is out, I think Landry can continue to be like 10 to 50 points just about every week. Najee and DK for Tyreek and A-Dub. Oh, are you asking if that's a dub, if that's a win?
No, I think it's a trade offer. Najee and DK for Tyreek. Am I missing something? Who's A-Dub?
I think he's saying a dub as in like, is that a W, a win? If you're trading, I don't know what you mean by a dub. If you're saying a W, I say no, because Najee Harris and DK for Tyreek, I don't think is worth it. But if A-Dub is a player, let me know, and we'll re-answer your question. All right, Cole Kmet or Tanyan and PPR. I'll let Ryan answer this one.
I'm gonna go. I'll go. Usually, I wouldn't. I'm not really high on Tanyan at all, but the narrative and how Aaron Rodgers needs to go ball out, he's probably going to spread the ball. I'm sure Devontae Adams will have a big game, but I'm assuming if the Packers are all over the place, Tanyan probably gets in the end zone, where I'm a little less sure of that thing with Cole Kmet, although I do like Cole Kmet.
All right, pick 2 to start in PPR. We got Miles Sanders, Lockett, Godwin. I'm going Lockett and Godwin if it's PPR.
Yeah, I agree.
Need 1 flex PPR. We got Elijah Mitchell or Christian Kirk. Your opponent has Kyler Murray.
If it's picking 1 for PPR, I'm going Elijah Mitchell over Christian Kirk.
We'll go Mitchell here. Alex Mann says Brandon Cooks or Kenyon Drake. I think Kenyon Drake's going to get a lot of volume today, but I expect the Texans to be playing from behind. So I'm going to go Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Mike Williams or CeeDee Lamb. I'm taking CeeDee Lamb all day. Worth keeping Gesicki as tight end too. Yes, stash Gesicki. They just lost Will Fuller. There's no timetable when he's going to come back, so he's now the third passing option for sure. Full PPR. We got James Robinson or Chenault. What do you think, Ryan? James Robinson or Chenault? Full PPR.
I'm gonna go James Robinson, but it's close. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Chenault outscores him, but I feel like James Robinson's safer play.
I am actually going to go James Robinson. Kyle just asked us if we would play James Robinson over Elijah Mitchell, and the answer is no. I would play Mitchell. Patrick says T. Higgins over Julio for flex. I'm gonna say yes. I really like T. Higgins. What do you think, Ryan?
No, I agree. I like T. Higgins as well.
We're going T. Higgins. We got another Julio question. B. Polar says Julio or Cup PPR. I'm going Cup.
Yeah, Cup.
Jay Costello, would you start Sandy Cheeks or Mr. McFartbutt? I think I'd go Mr. McFartbutt for sure.
See, I'm gonna go Sandy Cheeks
All
just
right.
to be different. Yeah, sorry.
I like the word fart. So
Not that we helped you out there. We were split on you, Costello. I'm sorry, man.
Juju or Brandon Cooks? That's tough.
I'm gonna go Juju
Against the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah, we're split here. I'm big on Brandon Cooks again this week, but that's really a toss-up. I think you'll do fine playing either one of them.
Who has a better
finishing very
matchup
similar
this
points.
week, Allen or Hurts? That's the real question.
Does Josh Allen or
Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts, who has a better matchup? They're both really tough. I'm gonna go with Hurts though, because San Fran's defense is banged up a little bit. They lost their corner for a season, and I mean Detroit was able to put up points against San Fran. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that they have the easier matchup. Trade Robert Woods and Jared Cook for Keenan Allen and Anthony Finsker.
I think it's probably Finsker.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably want the Keenan Allen side actually.
Yeah, I think I would upgrade my Woods to Keenan Allen, and who I'm not so sure how good Jared Cook's going to be for them this year. So
yeah,
I would make the trade. The Antonio Gibson stuff had me so mad, but he will go crazy in the coming weeks since he's been playing so good, but just isn't getting the workload. He ran 25 routes yesterday, got 2 targets. MP, I know you love Gibson. I think Gibson's a hell of a running back, but JD McKissick's just a little bit better at catching the ball in the backfield. Now that we have Heineke, we might find out that he prefers McKissick over Gibson in the passing game. So it's tough to watch, but I agree. Like Gibson, he should be having a better year, and he will. He's going to turn around. Thank you guys. No problem. CeeDee Lamb says Noah Fant or Tanya PP. Oh, Noah Fant over Tanya all day.
For sure. Yeah.
With Jerry Jeudy out, Noah Fant should be getting a lot of looks this week. Corey Callaway, Javonte need flex.
Simmons, Corey Davis, and I'm gonna go Javonte.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Javonte as well, especially in standard. I would go Javonte for sure. Robert Woods still a good wide receiver too. Borderline wide receiver 2-3, but I'm holding on to Woods and I'm gonna wait and see. It was only week 1. I wouldn't blow things out of proportion yet. He could easily have a big game today against the Colts. Who knows? So don't worry about Robert Woods yet. You got a good.
And I definitely want a piece of that offense. I want a piece of that offense. So I'm definitely not losing my mind over the week 1 with Robert Woods because he's definitely going to have his week. So it's just Cooper Kupp's last week.
Absolutely. All right, MP. Raiders better than Steelers. Hell yeah. You betting on the Raiders today, MP?
You better be, dude.
I actually have some bets on the Steelers, which means the Steelers are probably going to lose because that's how that goes. How do you guys think Kareem Hunt is going to play today? I think he's going to get a lot of volume. How about you?
Yeah. Yeah. I like Kareem Hunt. I think Tyler said he has him as a borderline top 10 play.
Kareem Hunt should feast.
Definitely in on Kareem Hunt.
He should feast. Julio or Antonio Brown PPR? I think Ryan and I will both go Brown. Is this true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Best out of these, we got Miles Sanders, Kenyon Drake, and Hilaire. I'm going to rank it Hilaire, Sanders, Drake.
I agree.
Pittman, Hamler, or Drake? 0.5 PPR.
I'm going to go Drake.
Yeah, I want to lean towards Drake, but if they said Paris Campbell's out,
yeah,
Pittman might be in for a big game, but yeah, I'll go with Drake just because I expect him to get so much volume. And Peyton Barber ain't catching any balls, that's for damn sure. Tyson Williams or Nyheim Hines? This might be surprising, but I think I want to go Nyheim Hines here. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I like it. I think it's close. And Nyheim Hines could have a big game. But actually, I'm going to go Tyson.
Yeah, my concern is that Tyson Williams isn't going to get a lot of goal line work. Latavius Murray might snipe some of those touchdowns. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor snipe some touchdowns from Nyheim Hines. But I have a good feeling about Hines in this game. Thank you for helping. Our pleasure. PPR, we have AK or Eli Mitchell. The only reason I'm asking this is because Carr had a good run defense, but the Eagles' run D isn't that good. Oh, because Carolina. Okay. PPR. I'm gonna go. Damn. I'm gonna just go Eli Mitchell here.
I'm going to go the opposite because you said the Eagles' run D isn't that good, which I don't think is very. I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, last week they didn't have the opportunity to really run that much because the Falcons were trailing for a lot of it. But I wouldn't necessarily say the Eagles' run D isn't that good. I guess we'll see.
All right. So we got the next one. Start two in the standard league.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown, Woods, DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers. I'm playing DJ Moore for sure. AB or Woods?
That one's tough because we just got done talking about Woods, how he could blow up. I also think this is a blow up spot for the Buccaneers, so I'm going to go AB.
All right,
DJ Moore, AB.
DJ Moore,
Ty
AB.
Guy's back.
Personally, I would go AB. It's really close between DJ Moore, though. I do like DJ Moore.
It's pick
DJ Moore or Woods. 4.
Oh, Robert Woods too. I would still go Robert Woods and AB.
Okay.
So where did you leave that?
Thoughts on the Broncos defense?
We're like at the very bottom of the chat, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Thoughts on Broncos defense? Love Broncos defense. I think that they're a really good defense. Honestly, very good defense. Are you guys Steelers fans or just Tyler? Just Tyler. Kyle's a Steelers fan, but we got Giggs, Detroit Lions. Ryan's a Eagles fan. Henderson, Harris, Gordon, Javonte Williams, or Cooks. Full point PPR. Just one. If out of all of them I had to go with one, I would go Henderson. Who would you guys go? Brandon Cooks or Chris Godwin? Chris Godwin.
Henderson.
Godwin.
Hey guys,
Definitely
Goff
that
or
one.
Matt Ryan? I would go Goff. Mike Williams or DJ Moore, PPR. Personally, I would go with DJ Moore. Start Amari or flex Eckler, full point PPR. Me personally, I would go with Amari Cooper. I love this Dallas offense. Love them. Love them. Love them. Love them. Did you guys already go over some of your bets? Yes, TX, I would go Henderson. Did you already go some of your bets that you like today?
We
We
actually
have
have
not.
it.
All right, Giggs, do you want to say some of the bets that you like today?
Yes. So the line for the Steelers and Raiders game keeps moving up and down from -6 to -5.5. I'm going to take Steelers at alt spread -6.5 for juiced odds. I think the Steelers get it done today. I think they win big against the Raiders. Another
Yeah, I don't mind that.
team,
That's solid.
another team I really like today that's a little bit closer is Rams Colts. You can either do money line or alt spread -2.5 for the Rams. The Colts are really banged up right now. And if they're not able to get the run game going, they don't stand a chance against the Rams. And I think the Rams are going to be able to move the ball relatively easy.
Yeah.
So Rams -2.5 or money line. I like both of those bets. Secondly, I like New England to beat the Jets. I think that this should be a pretty one-sided game, to be honest with you. I don't expect the Jets to give them that hard of a time. So -5.5, I think looks good for New England. And then lastly, I would say Chiefs money line or -2.5 against Ravens. I like that bet as well. I think that the Chiefs are going to beat the Ravens. The Ravens are just missing too many players on offense and defense. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with the Chiefs.
Yeah. I like it. I like it. And one of the props I like, one of the guys I follow, he's like the analytical on the props, so he looks deep into it. We're trying to get him on the show. But give him a follow on Twitter at Better Analysis. He's all over Gesicki at plus over 2.5 receptions today. Last week he had to stay in a block quite a bit, so they moved this number down. I'm assuming because it's plus. I got it at plus 145 for over 2.5 receptions for Gesicki.
That's good.
They're gonna need to be moving the ball. So I like that. I have that in a bunch of different parlays. Just adding that for plus 145 odds. Insane. So I like that. I kind of think the Saints are on upset alert today. The Panthers right now, you're getting them +3, which I like them at +3. The Panthers, it's -110 at +3. You can move it up to 3.5. So you're covered, I guess, if you lose by a field goal. But I think the Saints are on upset alert. I think everyone's real high on Jameis right now because he's 148 passing yards and 5 touchdowns. That heck of a game. Let's put him in the MVP talks. He had 5 touchdowns on 148 yards. But I like the Bengals as well as another upset potential over the Bears. I think this is it for Dalton. I think they wanted Dalton in there. Not that he's playing bad, but I think they want him in there for the Bengals game. I think they have a better matchup next week. I think the Bears. I don't think they play someone too difficult. Do you remember?
I can check, but I know it's a nice revenge game for Dalton.
Yeah. No, I like the narrative there, but I think this is the last hurrah for Dalton before Fields takes over. It's just unfortunate when this happens because Dalton, I mean, he's been a solid quarterback, but the fan base is just all behind Fields to the point where I think like it's basically, I think it's just going to end up being time.
Chicago has Cleveland at Cleveland next week.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Maybe Dalton lasts another week because I know they probably don't want him coming in against a tough defense like that. He's going to be on his ass all day. But yeah, those are the two I like. The Broncos -6 over Jags. That should probably be even more because I think the Broncos defense is going to give Trevor Lawrence and that offense fits. So I'd like them to win by at least a touchdown as well.
Oh, yeah.
What else do you think? The over. With what?
What do you mean something happened?
Kyle?
All right,
I'm
Kyle's
watching
telling
it.
us something happened. So
Sorry for the technical difficulties here. I see us on.
we live, baby.
We live, baby. All right, what do you think? What's one of our 1:00 games? First touchdown score. What do you think? Let's pick a game.
I'll go Browns, Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. I kind of like Landry. Landry to score
Okay.
first in that game. And that's one of those things too, which if you're betting, that's one of those games where it's pretty implied, at least with the line of 13.5, that the Browns are going to score first. So just kind of sprinkling some money around on them, just on their type guys that are like home run hitter type guys, which, I was looking at earlier and I was shocked. Like 5th down on the list for first touchdown scorer is Anthony Schwartz, that rookie that's just like a speedster out of, I think, Auburn for the Browns. He like took over for like an OBJ spot last week, and he had like 4 catches or something, but he's like 5th down for a first touchdown score. I was shocked by that. Obviously, you have Chubb first and then Kareem Hunt second. I think Landry was 3rd down. But yeah, I like Landry. You're saying Chubb?
Actually, I haven't given too much. I haven't looked at a lot of these first touchdown guys. I think Waller being the 3rd one for Vegas against Pittsburgh is kind of crazy that they have Kenya Drake over him. But I guess running backs are always favorited over wide receivers and tight ends.
Right. Yep.
Who do you think? What are the upsets for this week? Like, what games do you think teams are going to pull the upset? Like Dallas Chargers. That's the spread in that game's -3 in favor of the Chargers. Do you think Chargers win, or do you think Cowboys win?
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked for a second if the Cowboys won that. That's surprising that they're getting 3.
Yeah, I think
I like
Cowboys
the over in that game. I think that's a shootout.
I agree. I think the Cowboys have a good chance of beating the Chargers this week, even with a banged up defense.
Is it in Jerry's World? Or
really good? It's in LA.
Is it?
Yeah, but Dak just looked so good against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is definitely better than the Chargers, so I don't mind going money line with the Cowboys. The spread's good, but I don't mind that money line. Do you think Tampa Bay -12.5 is too much?
12.5 is a lot of points. Probably too many points.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
I mean, like,
that.
I think that's, I wouldn't.
I'll do like an alt spread and bring them down to like -6.5, but I don't think I'm going to be messing with that game all that much. It's more of a
All
trap.
right, a couple questions came through. Do I start Corey Davis or Emmanuel Sanders?
I would go Corey Davis. It's very crowded in Buffalo.
Which 2 do I start? CEH, Miles Sanders, AB, Melvin Gordon, Kareem Hunt, and T. Higgins, non-PPR. Yeesh.
Oh, man. I kind of want to say Clyde and Kareem Hunt, but I really like non-PPR. Yeah, let's go Clyde and
Kareem Hunt.
It's
I'm
between
with.
Clyde,
I'm
Sanders,
gonna go
and
Clyde.
Hunt.
I'm gonna go Clyde and Hunt.
Yeah, we've at least narrowed it down to those. I would throw Sanders in the mix, but just to make it easier on you, just roll with Hunt because Tyler has Hunt ranked really high this week.
Mm-hmm.
So CEH and Hunt.
Flex Edmonds or E. Mitchell? Elijah Mitchell or Edmonds? I'm gonna go Edmonds.
Because it's PPR, I'm going Edmonds as well. Yeah.
Robbie Anderson or Elijah Mitchell? PPR.
Kind of want to go Robbie.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Robbie didn't have a lot of catches last week, but I could see him easily getting like 5-6 catches for over 70 yards. So I think he's going to have a good game.
Yeah. Need a flex? No, right? No. Damian Harris or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm going to CEH.
Yep.
Need a flex? Corey Davis, Mike Davis, Cortland Sutton, DJ Chark, non-PPR.
Non-PPR. I don't know. What are you thinking, Ryan?
I'm gonna go Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton looks good to me.
Yeah. Damien, we got that one. Thanks. So we're all caught up. Feel free to keep asking your questions, guys. If you have anything, obviously we're talking about bets right now, but if you have anything else, feel free to put it in the chat. What are some other ones? Other games? Are the Steelers at 4:00 or 1:00 today?
They're 1:00.
All right, let's go to that game. You said you like Waller as a third one down. You're liking.
Oh yeah, and dude, the line's really moving on this Steelers game.
Yeah,
They're down to -5. I saw someone message in the chat that Devin Bush and Joe Hayden are out for this game. Kyle,
wow.
can they hear you? Your mic live?
Yes.
Talk to me about these injuries. Is this going to play a huge role in this game?
It depends on. So they did trade for Kello Witherspoon. Now, he's no Joe Hayden, but with this defense, I mean, you saw it last week. They've been getting really creative in the secondary. So I don't know. They do have Trey Norwood and James Pierre. So what they'll probably do is move Cam Sutton over to cornerback 1. They move him over the first cornerback spot,
Get
and
my phone
then
charger.
they'll probably take James Pierre, put him at CB2. They'll probably put Norwood at like nickel slot. So it really just depends on the performance of the Raiders today, in my opinion. I think Hunter Renfrow could actually have a day. The Steelers do struggle against those shifty slot guys, especially now that they're kind of figuring out who their slot corner is. That could be an issue for them. And then also, I still think Darren Waller is going to have a good game. But here's the question. I think this is a little fun fact. Darren Waller could make history, NFL history today. It'd be cool to see it. I mean, even though I'm a Steelers fan, it'd still be cool to see. He'd be the first tight end since I don't know if it was pre-merger or it was like right after the merger, somewhere in the 70s. He'll be the first tight end to have 100 yards in 5 straight games. So, I mean, think about all the great not even Gronk, Travis Kelce, like they have not even Tony Gonzalez, some of the best ever have never even done that. So, and it's just really awesome because dude, Darren Waller was a guy who 2 years ago probably thought he was on his way out of the league. Like he probably wasn't even sure. He wasn't playing. He had injuries, and then all of a sudden the Raiders give him this chance. He's a beast, dude.
You got to love Waller's story. Someone
Yeah.
who he was struggling with his battle with drugs, and he was just having a really hard time when he was on the Ravens, and he really found himself. He got his act together, and now, like you said, he's on his way to Canton, Ohio, if he keeps this up.
Dude, hell yeah.
But Ryan Hokie.
I'm going to say this about this. Oh, that's right, Ryan Hokie. What I will say about the Raiders-Steelers game, I think the Steelers win, and they should win easy, in my opinion. The only thing that makes me scared is if the Derek Carr from the second half of that Monday night game or Sunday night game comes out. Or no, that was a Monday night game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Derek Carr against the Ravens.
Mhm.
He looked so good in that second half. If he plays like that this entire game, he's going to cause some trouble. He's going to cause some problems.
Yeah, I agree.
Steelers. But I'm expecting to see more of the Derek Carr from the first half. I think the Steelers defense is going to get after him, put pressure in his face. And with no Josh Jacobs, the offense is a little banged up. I know it's only one player, but I just think Steelers are going to win this game.
Yeah.
Just not enough juice on the money line for me to like it.
I think
I'm throwing it in a parlay.
In terms of fantasy, I think the Raiders will still have a pretty good day. Because there's going to be splash plays like last week. Diggs was still a good play last week. Emmanuel Sanders could have been a good play if Josh Allen would have connected with him on that bomb. So there's those splash plays that the Steelers do still give up because it's early in the season and every team does. It's just inevitable. But I think Derek Carr is going to be under pressure just about 95% of the time tonight. So that could be a problem. But that's when Derek Carr's really good though. If you let him out of the pocket, he can be a problem. He can just bomb the ball downfield. So yeah, I think there's potential with that. But let's catch up on a few of these questions. We got from Colin Booth, Cole Beasley or Debo. I would say probably Debo is the best play for
Debo.
Oh.
Or I'm going to be sitting here looking at my phone seeing Debo Samuel left the field.
Debo's a beast. Debo
like 107.
was hurt
Yeah.
last year.
107.
That's why
Debo's
It happens every time, dude. It's like right when you're about to be like, bro, Debo's about to go off, he gets hurt.
All right, so
Joe Mixon,
Joe
Melvin
Mixon.
Gordon, Damian Harris, James Robinson need 2.
I'm going Joe Mixon, Damian Harris.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Beast, Claypool, CEH, Cooks, or AB at flex, PPR. But I already have Godwin starting.
This is tough. Is it CEH or AB for Ryan?
You guys are putting me on a spot here. I'm going AB. This is one of those games though that you can have two of those wide receivers and still have a good day. Like now maybe that we're talking about it so much, maybe now it won't happen. But like Buccaneers should put up points today.
I agree. CEH has to go against the Ravens. I still think he has a good game, but I think AB has the better matchup. And because it's PPR, I favor wide receivers. So I too will go with Antonio Brown. All right. Is that all of them?
Yeah, we got
All the
AB or Damian
questions?
Harris. Sorry, B and GT. I don't know why. Well, if you do all caps, it'll do that. I'm gonna fix that. And
Yeah, fix that shit.
I mean,
All right.
we can do all caps, but like there is a limit. If people are doing like a fucking paragraph in all caps, see ya.
Do you guys want to just start breaking down the 1:00 games? You guys want to talk about the next one?
Yeah, just keep going.
All right. Bengals, Bears. Start with
Bengals,
this.
Bears, Dalton's revenge game.
The Red Rifle. Did they get the win?
I think the Bengals win.
I agree. How about you, Kyle? Who wins this game?
The Bears.
All right. Yeah, it's a close one. We got someone in the chat. Elijah Mitchell or JT. If that's Jonathan Taylor, I'm going Jonathan Taylor all day.
Mm-hmm.
You're good, B and GT. I fixed it. It shouldn't have been that long, first of all, and I made it. You can do caps. Just there's a limit now, but still, you can do it. It's not a problem.
Ryan, non-PPR, do you take AB or Damian Harris?
I'll go Damian Harris, non-PPR.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if you haven't already, like and subscribe, by the way.
Yeah, smash that like button, boys and girls. We appreciate you. Rojo, Ayuk, Callaway, standard. I like Rojo. They came out and said he's the starter, and they're playing Atlanta. That's a team they could get up on and just play smash mouth football. So I like Rojo. Myers or Williams PPR? See, I feel like Mike Williams doesn't get a ton of volume usually, but he's about to play the Cowboys. So
yeah, we were talking that game's gonna be high scoring.
Yeah, I want to lean Mike Williams.
Yeah, I like both of them though.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna lean Mike Williams there.
Jacoby Myers gets a lot of targets. You're good, BG. No worry. So yeah, Bengals, Bears. My prediction is the Bengals do win. I think Justin Fields will have a couple plays. They'll like have him come in, do like some goal line stuff, maybe run the ball, maybe like quick passes or something like that. If Andy Dalton somehow gets the W against his former team, I expect him to play next week against the Browns, a team he is very familiar with. If they lose that game, I don't care who they play week 4. I think Justin Fields comes in. What do you guys think?
No, yeah, I agree. I think this game is going to be the determining factor for if it's next week or not. But seeing as how I think that they're going to lose, I wouldn't be surprised one bit if Fields is the starting quarterback next week. So if anyone's in a super flex league and for some reason Fields wasn't drafted, he's in your free agency right now, I'd stash him down there at the bottom because he's one of those guys like last year. So I'm in a super flex. So basically, I just consider it 2 quarterbacks. So why would you not? Unless you're in a rough spot. But he's like that Hurts from last year. Hurts literally probably won people championships because when he came in, he had that rushing upside that you need in fantasy. And he had some good games going into the fantasy playoffs last year. And I wouldn't be surprised if Fields is that type of guy with the rushing ability is winning people the super flex. I mean, he'll probably start him in standard.
Yeah, but he's no Dewey Haskins.
As well, but no, you're right.
Now we got a question. Start Tannehill or Hurts? I think we talked about this one earlier. We were kind of undecided.
I think we're split.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Hurts just because Goff put up a huge game against San Fran. So I think Hurts can do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And San Fran's banged up a little bit on the outside, so it'll make it easier for him to pass. Who should I play to get a date with Ryan? Ryan, only you can answer that question.
Wait, what do I have to say?
He's taken.
Who
by
should I
me.
play to get a date with Ryan?
Mm,
Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown.
How come the Jaguars are not utilizing
Let's
James
match.
Robinson as their feature back? No one has answered that for me on other streams. I'll tell you why. Because Urban Meyer wasn't there last year for James Robinson, and he was an undrafted free agent. So there's really no loyalty to him. It's not like they went out and used a draft pick on him and said, all right, this is going to be our guy. They brought in Carlos Hyde. Carlos Hyde played at Ohio State with Urban Meyer. Why did Tim Tebow get brought into the Jags? He
All right,
sucks.
I'm back.
Because he liked Tim Tebow when he coached Florida, and he's got a boner for Carlos Hyde. So Hyde's going to steal touches from Robinson until they finally realize, hey, Robinson is the better back. So hopefully that happens sooner than later, but it's going to be a headache.
Okay.
Flex Jamal
There he
Williams
is.
or Naeem Hines, Jarvis Landry, standard, pick one.
I saw it, Ids. We
Solid.
back. All right, let's get it. Which one is it? The Jamal Williams or Naheem Hines or Jarvis Landry?
That's right.
I'm going with Jarvis Landry.
I agree.
Jarvis.
Projected to win by 40 after Terry's big game. Would you roll out the upside with Elijah Mitchell or go with the floor of Kenyon Drake? Both these guys are ranked right around each other for me. Me personally, I'm going to go with Elijah Mitchell. I do think that obviously Kenyon Drake is a little bit safer because he has that role. We know what his role is going to be in this offense. They did come out and say Elijah Mitchell is going to get bulk of the carries, bulk of the work. We'll have to see that happen though. But personally, I would go with in full point PPR. Now that does change. I'm going with Kenyon Drake in full point PPR then. Because I do think the Raiders lose today, and I think they'll be playing from behind. So Kenyon Drake will definitely be involved in the passing game. What about you, Rye guy?
I agree.
Ryan agrees.
Yeah, I am very, very, I think all of us are very intrigued by how it actually plays out over the next couple of weeks with the Trey Sermon situation.
Yes, and actually someone asked about Trey Sermon. What's going on with Trey Sermon? Here's the thing, what's going on with Trey Sermon, guys, okay? This is what the beat reporters have been saying. Number one, since day one of training camp, they have all said, all the beat reporters, I've been following this story because I liked Elijah Mitchell coming out of college, and his workout metrics are really good. Number one, Elijah Mitchell was the most impressive back during training camp. They said that. All the beat reporters said he looked extremely explosive. He looked very fast. Number two, he impressed during training camp, and the final preseason game looked good. The issue, what they said with Trey Sermon is that Trey Sermon has trouble getting to the outside in their outside zone run scheme. Okay. That's been the issue with Trey Sermon. Elijah Mitchell is very fast. He's able to get there. But the problem with Elijah Mitchell is that he doesn't see the cutback lanes that Trey Sermon is able to see. But the problem with Trey Sermon is he can't get there to begin with. But once he gets there, he's able to see the cutback lane. So it's kind of, what did they do? Like, if you could combine both backs, you have the ideal, most perfect back. But what they're doing right now is Elijah Mitchell can get out there. So he's the guy they're going to give the nod to first. And we're going to see what happens. Does he produce today against a very good Eagles front? We'll have to see. Trey Sermon right now, I would just keep him on your bench until we see exactly what happens. But apparently that's what's being reported from the San Francisco beat reporters. So in that regard, should I start Elijah Mitchell over James Robinson at RB2 today? I would. Yes, I would. Personally, I would. Trey S. Morning, brothers. 2 question, both PPR. We got Deontay or Debo as my wide receiver 2. Debo. Next one, flex. Henderson Woods is one of my favorite wide receivers, or Elijah Mitchell. I would go Henderson there. Elijah Mitchell or Marvin Jones, full point PPR. I would still go Elijah Mitchell. Marvin Jones has a really tough matchup this week. I don't like Marvin Jones matchup. I don't like this Jacksonville's offense as a whole. I don't like them. How do you feel, Rye?
No, I agree with you. we were going over some of the different things, and that was one of the one that came up is Lawrence is in for a treat today.
Yeah, I mean, let's think about Jacksonville. Okay, Jacksonville just played Houston. Houston's defense did not get better this offseason. Houston's defense got worse, and you just had them struggle against Houston. What do you think is going to happen today against Denver, who Denver has one, in my opinion, one of the better defenses in the league today? Jacksonville should get beat up pretty good today, I think.
Is it in Denver?
I think Denver's on the road. I think it's in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though. Sutton or Devontae Smith. Me personally, I'm going to go with this one's really close. Both these guys are right there for me. I'm going to go with Cortland Sutton, though. With no Jerry Jeudy, I think Cortland Sutton now becomes a bigger part of the offense. Who are you going to go, Rye?
Look at my screen, baby.
The Eagles. What a homer. You guys are my go-to. Hey, appreciate you. When needing a full explanation, hey, that's what we're here for. Okay, I try to do my best to answer everybody's questions. We try to do our best to answer everybody's questions while also giving an explanation. At times, we do just got to rapid fire and get these questions out. But obviously, I would love to sit here and give you my thought process behind it all. Juju or Robbie Anderson? Me personally, I'm going with Juju. I don't like Robbie Anderson's matchup, number one, and I don't like Robbie Anderson, to be honest with you. 3 targets, 1 reception, 50-yard touchdown. You know who the number one is there? Been saying it all along, DJ Moore. He's the number one. Miles Sanders or CEH this week? I'm still going to go with CEH, just the better offense. He did play a lot of snaps last week as well. You love to see it. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now, though, with CEH. Here's the problem with CEH, okay? You want to hear it? People might not want to hear it. CEH is average at football, okay? CEH is just an average player. Unfortunately, this team messed up in the draft. They should have went with Jonathan Taylor, but they were hung up on CEH, and CEH is just an average football player. But still go CEH. I know Ryan's probably going to say Miles Sanders, though.
I think it's close.
I do think it's close. But I would give the nod just because of better offense.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Cooks or AB? I would go AB, but that one is close as well. Do I start Gaskin or Peyton Barber? Ugh. Get Peyton Barber out of here, bro.
Get him off your squad.
Listen, I know.
Give us some options of who should pick up instead.
Did he just get signed, right? Did he get activated? Was he on the practice squad or something?
I don't even know. I don't remember the signing happening. So he's probably just on the practice squad or buried on their depth chart.
But Gaskin 100%. Have you talked about Hollywood? No, I have not talked about Hollywood. What would you like to know about Hollywood? Is he a good play this week? I mean, is he active?
Is he hurt? He's Q, right? I think he's questionable.
What is this game at 4? This game is probably at 4.
That's tonight. Oh,
it's Sunday night. You're right. That's a Sunday night game. Damian Harris or Elijah Mitchell? Yeah, we won't know. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know. You know what that's from?
No.
You see those TikToks? Oh my gosh, bruh. You gotta watch TikTok.
I only watch your TikToks. I don't have one.
You needed to get. Who doesn't have a TikTok nowadays? You need to get TikTok. Yeah. TikTok's the best thing. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody should have a TikTok. There's everything that you can find that you want to watch is on TikTok. Let's see, Damian Harris or Elijah Mitchell. Me personally, I would go with Damian Harris just because I know what Damian Harris's role is. Saw 23 touches last week. Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell, Marvin Jones, Brandon Ayuk, Elijah Mitchell, out of those guys. Jarvis Landry or Mike Williams or Julio. All guys ranked around each other. If it's half point PPR, I'm going Mike Williams. If it's full point, though, I'm going to go Jarvis Landry. How about Sermon? Me personally, I don't like Sermon. Well, to pick him up over Peyton Barber, I would pick him up over Peyton Barber 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I would see what happens this week with Trey Sermon. Does Waller get a good game, and what's your point projection for him and Gronk? I don't have my points pulled up here. I'd have to double check. But Waller, does he have a good game? He should have a decent game. You got to sneeze.
How's he do? How'd the Steelers? Buffalo doesn't have any star tight ends, but are they usually good at stopping the tight ends or no?
Yeah, with Devin Bush there, yeah. They're pretty solid, but he's out?
Yeah, I think Kyle said he was out. Yeah.
They're both out? What the hell? Why? Were they hurt last week? Oh, jeez. All right. Fire up Darren Waller. He's in for a big game. Adam Thielen or Keenan Allen, Elijah Mitchell or Damian Harris. Once again, I would go Damian Harris just because I know his role for sure. I like Elijah Mitchell, but Damian Harris. Do I play questionable Hollywood, Elijah Mitchell, Watkins, or White, non-PPR? In non-PPR, I would go Elijah Mitchell personally. Go Elijah Mitchell. Kareem Hunt or Latavius Murray. Kareem Hunt all day, air day. PPR, we got Deontay Johnson, Brandon Cooks, or Elijah Mitchell. I would go Deontay Johnson out of all those guys. Josh Allen or Tom Brady. Najee Harris or Smith. Najee. Tyson or Fournette. Tyson. Herbert or Stafford. Herbie. Broncos D or Pats D. Who would you go, Rye?
Broncos D.
Locked fire
and
him up.
loaded. Broncos D.
Melvin Gordon or Swift. If you've been watching this channel, you should know what the answer is. What's the answer, Ryan?
It's always DeAndre Swift.
It's always DeAndre Swift, baby. Always DeAndre Swift. Woods or Deontay Johnson? Woods. No Xavier Rhodes. Xavier Rhodes is out. Should I trade Travis for Higbee and Cooper? Travis Kelce? I would
probably do that.
Like, you're getting Travis Kelce? I would get Travis Kelce, yeah.
You like that side more than Higbee and Cooper?
I think it's really close. Like it depends on who your receivers are, really. Like, I think it's a pretty fair trade, honestly. Like, I feel like you're downgrading at tight end, but you're also getting a wide receiver. And if you need the wide receiver, like, I would do it. But I mean, you're giving up the best tight end in football.
Yeah.
It just depends. Elijah Mitchell or Gaskin. Me personally, I'm going to go with Elijah. This one's so close. Like, I'm going back and forth on these guys too, because it's so tough. Gaskin, we know what his role is, right? With Elijah Mitchell, does he end up being the guy this week? That's the biggest question. It's a question you need to answer for yourself. Me personally, I think Elijah Mitchell is going to be the guy, so I'm going to go with Elijah Mitchell. But if I'm wrong, you can't come back and say, you gave me the wrong advice. Okay. Do I Miles Sanders or Kenyon Drake? Miles Sanders. Do I start Cleveland's defense or Arizona? Cleveland's defense. Tom Brady or Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott. Full point PPR, Jamar Chase or Elijah Mitchell? That one I would go Jamar Chase. Corey Davis or Cortland Sutton. Full point PPR. Cortland Sutton, baby. Cortland Sutton. If you have any other questions, please ask it in chat. Let's get it. We got nearly 30 minutes till kickoff, baby. 30 minutes. And if you're over on TikTok, come over to the Aspire Sports Show on YouTube. We're live. You'll get your questions answered much faster over there. The chat's zooming over on TikTok right now. The chat over here isn't as busy, so you'll get it answered much, much faster and 100% answered. Zach Pascal, Russell Gage, or Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
My guy. Brandon Cooks by a mile. One more question for flex spot this week. We got Kenyon Drake, Melvin Gordon, DJ Moore. I'm thinking Melvin Gordon. Who you guys going?
I'm going DJ Moore.
I burnt my tongue on coffee. I checked out on that question.
We know who Ryan's going to pick. Kenyon Drake.
No, not
Melvin Gordon, Kenyon Drake, or DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. 3 for DJ Moore. Get it, DJ Moore. What's your point projection for Tay? I gotta pull these up. Hold on. I gotta answer some of these questions. Point projection, you're starting them regardless. Those two guys you're starting every single week. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. James Robinson or Rojo. Montgomery or Zeke. Always Zeke. Yes, go Zeke.
Whoa, why can't you start both of them? I want to know why you can't start both.
He wants to know why you can't start both. Tyson Williams or Rojo. I would go Rojo. Let's go. Let's get it. A lot of questions coming in. Rapid fire. Devontae Smith or Julio Jones? Who you guys going? I always say rapid fire, but this one.
I like Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith it is. AB, Julio, AB, or Deontay Johnson? Deontay Johnson. Lawrence or Tua? Tua. Aguilar, Ayuk. Personally, I would go Aguilar just because we're not quite sure what's going on with Ayuk. Javonte Williams or Ronald Jones? Javonte Williams. Najee Harris or Melvin Gordon? Najee Harris. Who should I start? Najee Harris. Debo, Jacoby Myers. For me, it's going to be Jacoby Myers. These guys will say Debo, though. I know it. Ronald Jones or Hunt? Where was I at? And why does it always do that? It always goes down to the bottom. Gaskin or Drake? Gaskin. For me. Who are you going? It always jumps down to the bottom. Then I lose my spot.
Tough one.
AB or AJ Brown? AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Julio or AB? AB. Devontae Smith or Najee Harris? Najee Harris. CEH or Kareem Hunt. For me, honestly, Kareem Hunt this week. Devontae Smith or Najee Harris. Najee Harris, Javonte Williams, Ronald Jones, Javonte Williams, Julio, AB, Nelson Aguilar, Ayuk, Aguilar, Clyde or Debo. Are you guys still going Clyde here?
Yeah.
Over
Yeah.
Debo? Yeah. Elijah Mitchell, Myers, or Ayuk. In PPR, who would you guys go? I would go Mitchell, but it is close between Myers. I love Myers.
Yeah, I'll just go Mitchell.
Corey Davis or Chase Edmonds? Chase Edmonds. Drake or Gaskin? Gaskin. Although it's really close between him and Drake, honestly. They're both right there in my rankings. Devontae Smith or Najee Harris? Is that where I'm at? Najee Harris. Did I already do that one? Tom Brady or Dak Prescott? I would go Tom Brady or Dak Prescott, but that's
a toss-up.
Yeah, those two guys are right there. Mike Evans or Marquise Brown? Mike Evans by a mile. Devontae Smith or Najee Harris? Najee Harris. Elijah Mitchell or Fournette? Mitchell for me. Devontae Smith or Najee Harris? Najee Harris. I feel like I answered that question 5 times now. Dak or Lamar? For week 2 and 3. I mean, it's only 2. I'm gonna go with Lamar just because the rushing upside, but my gosh, you can't go wrong with either one. Hurts or Tanny? Who you guys going?
I actually like Hurts in this one.
Hurts.
I'm going Tannehill. I think a bounce back game, but I do like Hurts. Leonard Fournette is Devontae by a mile. Julio or Jamar? Allen Robinson or Tyler Lockett?
Ooh.
This one's really close too. Once again, like Ryan said, who you starting over one of these guys? I do have Tyler Lockett 1 spot ahead, but it's like, I guess if it's full point PPR, I'd probably go Allen Robinson. Otherwise, I would go Tyler Lockett. Do you agree with that, or go the other way?
I kind of lean Robinson just because I think it's Metcalf week, and I think Allen Robinson has a big bounce back game, and I'm pretty sure they're down a wide receiver too for this game. I'd have to check on that again, but I know Mooney and Goodwin were questionable.
Julio or Brandon Cooks? Me personally, Brandon Cooks. Let's see where are we at right now. Allen Robinson, no, got that one. CEH, Aguilar or Myers, CEH, Pascal or Rager. Or Philly Homer. Or Philly Homer says Rager.
Yep.
I would agree with him though. I don't want any part of that Colts offense other than Jonathan Taylor, to be honest with you. Debo or Deontay. Well, I would say Nyheim Hines is okay as well, but other than that, I don't want any part of that offense. Chase Edmonds or Corey Davis? Chase Edmonds, DJ Moore, Miles Sanders, or Devontae Smith. Out of all those guys, I would go DJ Moore. I would go Miles Sanders personally. And Ryan, we already know who Ryan's going. One of the two. Who are you going, Miles Sanders?
Oh, you want me to talk?
Well, who are you going to go? We know who you're going to go. Which Eagles? I don't know which one.
Oh, wait. It was Miles Sanders or who?
Devontae Smith or DJ Moore?
Oh, I'm going to go DJ Moore.
Wow. That's surprising. Samaje P.
No, I do
Ryan,
love Devontae Smith, though.
Is Samaje P. Ryan a sleeper this week? Maybe if, literally everybody got hurt for Cincinnati, he might be a sleeper. But other than that, no. I would rather have Chris Evans over Samaje P. Ryan. Samaje P. Ryan, no, he's not a sleeper. I don't think so. I'd rather have Alex Collins, Larry Roundtree, or on my team, Tony Jones. Get those guys other than Samaje P. Ryan. I think if something were to happen to Joe Mixon, it would be Chris Evans. I believe that's the name, the running back there, the rookie from Michigan. I think he'd be involved in the passing game. Jackson or Hurts? Jackson. Morning, guys. Hope Aspire can win in Dynasty because I beat them on Dynasty. Hey, yo, chill. I didn't check my Dynasty lineups last week, but I did win in 2 leagues, even though I'd had Trey Sermon and Melvin Ingram both starting. I forgot to check my lineups for that league last week, but it's okay because Trey Sermon was out. He was inactive when we were live, so I totally forgot to check those lineups. A lot of questions. So I'm starting with Dynasty Standard. We got Chase Edmonds, Marvin Jones, or Elijah Mitchell. I would go Chase Edmonds out of those guys. Y'all start Allen Robinson. I have CD and Diggs 1, 2, but I have Sutton, Devontae Smith, Chase, and Lockett on my bench. No freaking joke.
Jeez.
My gosh. Yeah, I mean, I would start. It's you can't go wrong with any of them. I mean, I would definitely go like Lockett, Chase, Robinson are like there, but I would probably go. It's up between. Can't go wrong. Should I trade Robbie Anderson for Devontae Smith or Brandon Cooks or neither? I would trade him personally for Devontae Smith.
Agreed.
PPR Devontae Smith or Jarvis Landry at flex. I'm starting Hurts.
Go for
I
the
would go with the
stack.
Yeah, go with the stack. Devontae Smith. And we know what Ryan's going to say.
I actually have been talking about liking Jarvis Landry all day today.
Don't let him trick you. He just doesn't want to seem like a homer. All right, we're caught up here. So, real quick, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, come subscribe to the channel. Also, over on TikTok, we're live. Think so fast. But yeah, we're live over there. Also, if you haven't, like, subscribe. Appreciate everybody for being a part of the live show today. We got less than 30 minutes, baby. Less than 30 minutes till game time. Game time. A big week 2 when people are still into fantasy football. Once you get to about week 4, people start to check out a little bit because the people that aren't listening to Aspire Sports are usually start 0-4. But when you listen to Aspire Sports, you usually start like 3-1. We'll probably get you 1 loss, like especially last week when Ryan was super high on Ronald Jones. How'd that work out for you, Ryan?
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Kittle or Waller. I mean, come on. You're starting Waller every single week. How do you have both of these guys on your team?
Yeah,
that's what I want to know.
Oh,
But you got to go Kittle. Like Kittle
might be for DFS.
I'm still going Waller. With no geez, what's the middle line? Devin Bush. Jeez, I couldn't even think of it. With no Devin Bush, Waller's gonna have a big game today.
Well, I'm having connection problems.
Okay.
Really?
And yeah, we're having that issue. I was having the one day it's buffering, but yeah, we're dropping. I'm gonna go see if somebody turns something on.
All right.
Should we just keep answering questions and?
Yeah, can you guys keep answering questions? I'm gonna go check on the Turk.
Goddard or Mark Andrews? Did we do that one?
No, I don't remember that one. No.
All right, I'm going Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I agree. Mark Andrews.
Riley says Julio or Beasley or Waddle for flex. Now this is kind of ballsy. I like Jalen Waddle today.
Really?
I do.
Over who? Who was the
Julio
first
or
person?
Beasley?
Oh, over Julio. Jeez.
It's got to be between Julio or Waddle for me, but I'm leaning Waddle.
I like it.
All right. Jack has Marvin Jones or Corey Davis at flex. Who do you like, Ryan?
Oh, jeez. I guess I'll go Marvin Jones, but I don't love it.
Jags will be playing from behind. I mean, both teams will probably be playing from behind, but I think Marvin Jones is his favorite target. So with what's his name going down, or Crowder coming back, should eat into Corey Davis's targets, even though he had a monster game last week.
Yeah.
Green Bay D or Cardinals defense? I would go Green Bay defense.
I'm streaming them in one of my leagues.
Yeah,
I kind of question it, but yeah.
What else do we have here? Morpheus has Lockett or Cooper for flex. You're starting Russ. Oh, that would be a nice stack. What are you thinking, Ryan?
I don't know. You got me.
That's a really tough one. If it's PPR, I'm more likely to go Cooper. I think DK Metcalf has a big week this week. Not to say that Lockett can't have one too, but
yeah,
I really liked what I saw out of Cooper Kupp week 1. So I think he can repeat that performance. Although one of those catches was just completely broken coverage.
I know. I think we both could have caught that one.
That for sure. I might not have been able to get that open, but I could have caught that ball. easily.
I
Let's
think you could have
see.
gotten that
Do
open.
you think so?
Yeah.
I haven't ran in a long time. Yeah, let's go Cooper for the flex there. Marvin Jones, Corey Davis. We just had this one, and I think we're going Marvin Jones here. Aaron Rodgers or Justin Herbert. That's tough. Herbert didn't have that great of a game week 1, but he had Washington's defense. Aaron Rodgers had the worst game of all starting quarterbacks week 1. I expect him to bounce back big time against Detroit in prime time.
Yeah.
Herbert's got Dallas defense though, and they're really banged up. Damn, that's tough. I'm prone to go Aaron Rodgers here because I'm a Lions fan and I've watched what he's done to that team for many years, and I think he has like 3-4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Julio or Beasley or Waddle for flex. Between Julio and Waddle, it's a pick.
I'm gonna go Julio.
Yeah, I went Waddle. He went Julio. We like both those guys. Just don't worry about Beasley. Myles Gaskin or Kenyon Drake.
Jeez.
Yeah, these are the tough ones. As soon as Ty leaves, I'm gonna go Kenyon Drake today.
Yeah, I always said the same. So we're good.
Oh shit! I just went flying in the chat. You here it is. Rodgers or Herbert? Yes, we answered this. Robinson or Fournette in the flex? I'm going James Robinson. Gaskin or Debo? I'd go Debo. How about you?
Yeah, it's good. We can talk about Debo with Tyler on here.
That's right. The biggest Debo hater I know.
I know.
Kirk Cousins and Cardinals or Big Ben home versus Raiders? I personally like Kirk Cousins at the I know Cardinals defense looked really good week 1, but Kirk Cousins has really great weapons. Big Ben does too, but with Dalvin Cook, Jefferson, and Thielen, I like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield or Matt Stafford? Ooh. I'm gonna go Matt Stafford. How about you, Ryan?
Yeah.
I think the game flow.
Right,
I think they're going to run
here.
the ball a lot, so that's why I think Matt Stafford over Mayfield for this week.
Are we not lagging anymore? Are we good?
I'm not sure.
It looks good on my
We're
screen.
just going through them.
Okay.
What should I do with? We're at Matthew asking, what should I do with Marvin Jones Jr., Devontae Smith, Jarvis Landry, and Julio? If they're all on your bench, trade. But if you need to start a couple of those guys, I think if you could start 3, it'd be Smith, Jarvis, Julio. If you could only start 2 of those guys, who would you guys play?
I'd go Smith and Landry.
Yeah, I would do the same.
I agree. If you could only start 1, who would you guys play?
Landry.
I was hoping you didn't ask me that, but yeah, Landry.
Yeah, Landry could have a really big game today.
Can you get me to my free bet?
Make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe. We'll do this.
Hey,
for
let's
you guys
get
every
it.
Sunday.
Yeah. Got
All
20 minutes till game time, people. Get those
That's right.
lineups set.
I'm gonna have to look at my lineups and stuff. I'm gonna hop off at 12:45 because I have not done anything.
Okay. I'll take over here. Any must adds on the waivers? So there's a couple guys that I wouldn't say they're must adds. Like, don't go drop somebody, but like for me, I have a guy like Wayne Gallman on my bench. I drop him for like a Larry Roundtree. Also Alex Collins, just in case anything happens this week, one of those guys go down. Now you don't have to try to play the waivers. You can get one of these guys. So let's see here. What was that one at? Let's see. Waz, what's up, Woos? How you doing, brother? Brandon Cooks or Damian Harris at flex PPR. I'm still gonna, me personally, I don't care that it's PPR. I'm still gonna go Damian Harris. I like Damian Harris a lot this week. Ryan's probably gonna say who? Brandon Cooks?
No. I'm gonna go Damian Harris.
Damian Harris, Allen Robinson or Tyson Williams, Allen Robinson, DJ Chark or Brandon Ayuk. Honestly, I would go DJ Chark. DJ Chark saw 12 targets last week, so you like that. I don't like the matchup at all, but hey, I'll play him. Jack, thank you. No, thank you. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you're on TikTok, come over to Aspire Sports Show. Appreciate everybody being a part of the show. Corey Davis, AB, Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, pick 2. For me, AB and Damian Harris.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Tyson Williams? I like Tyson Williams a lot, but I don't know what Baltimore is doing here. I thought Tyson Williams definitely looked like the better running back on Monday night. I think he should be the starter, but we're going to have to see that happen. Well, we did see it happen, but then in the second half, they went away from him, which was a little concerning. But if you have to play him, I think this is a good matchup for him. But if you can get other guys, another guy in your lineup, I would give it one more week just to see exactly what his role is. Pick 1, Ayuk, Ingram, MVS. Ugh. I would honestly go Brandon Ayuk. I go Brandon Ayuk. All right. So any other questions? Who wins, the Bengals or Bears? We actually have had this one a couple of times now. I personally would just stay away from this game, but if I had to pick one, I would say the Bengals. But I do think that it's a close game, and I would just stick away. I would stay away. Zach Wilson versus New England or Darnold versus New Orleans at Superflex. Oh God, I don't like either one of them. Who are you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go Darnold. And I said it earlier, but I think you were gone. I think the Panthers upset the Saints today.
Oh, big upset of the day, huh?
Mhm.
Randy, what's going on, Randy? We got pick 1, Gordon, pitch, Jamar Chase, Ayuk, or no, Amari or Lockett? Amari, baby, always Amari. Swift or Harris? If you already know who you're talking to, you know who I'm gonna say. Swift or Mitchell? Swift. Corey Davis or Chase Edmonds? Chase Edmonds. Start 1 PPR. We got Henderson, AB, Mike Williams, DJ Moore. I would go with all those guys. Out of all those guys, I would go Henderson. Ayuk or AJ Dillon at flex? Honestly, we go with AJ Dillon. I like AJ Dillon this week. Ayuk, I'd rather just wait and see. But if you're in a desperation spot, I would go with him. Who do you think will be the best rookie QB this year? Who do you think will be, Rye?
Boy. I think it'll be Justin Fields once he takes over.
I'm gonna go with Ryan. I'm gonna say Justin Fields as well. Zeke going to do anything? Yeah, Zeke's gonna have a good game. All right. Zeke's gonna be back this week. Corey Davis or Tim Patrick. Tyler Higbee or Kyle Pitts. I'd still go with Kyle Pitts. I like Tyler Higbee though. Taylor or Landry at flex. Taylor, Corey Davis or Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith, baby. Devontae Smith. Let's get it, dude. If you have any other questions, ask it. If you're over on TikTok, come over to the Aspire Sports Show over on YouTube at Aspire Sports Show, youtube.com/Aspire Sports Show. Come over here, hang out. You'll get your questions answered right away because TikTok goes a little bit too fast. Zeke or Mitchell, Zeke. And if you haven't on YouTube yet, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate you. Does Cortland Sutton look good today with Jerry Jeudy out? Yes. I like Sutton a lot going forward without Jerry Jeudy. I absolutely love Jerry Jeudy coming into the season, and to see him go down was heartbreaking. But now Cortland
When did he get hurt? Like second quarter, third quarter, do you know?
I think it was the third quarter. I could be wrong though.
Didn't he have like six or seven catches and like
yeah,
before he was putting up numbers.
I think he had like 70 yards too.
Yeah.
He was having himself a really solid game. Thanks, Ty. Hey, no problem. AK Gaming, you're welcome. And if you're over on TikTok, let's go. Let's get your questions answered over on YouTube. I'll try to answer as many as I can. Robinson or Hunt? Singletary, Mike Davis. Zach Moss is officially active, right? Do we know that? I think
no,
Zach
he's
Moss
inactive. He is active. I mean, yeah, he's active.
So with Zach Moss being active, I'd go Mike Davis. Sutton or Chase? Allen or Lamar? Thanks, fellas. Thank you. Mixon or Eckler? Me personally, I'm going Mixon. A guy that sees 33 touches, you can't bench a guy like that. Is Watson playing this year? I think it's unlikely, but you never know. What do you think, Ryan?
I think he ends up. Yeah, actually, no. I'm going to say no.
If
I don't think by the time
legally,
that he's good.
Sure, but like I don't see that playing out by the end of the season. So I
Yeah.
think he's not gonna play. Naheem Hines or Melvin Gordon, I would go Melvin Gordon. Najee or Montgomery, I would go Najee. Woods or AB, I would go Woods. Herbert or Hurts. I would go personally Herbert. Who are you going, Ryan?
Herbert. Yeah, that's close. But go Herbert.
Pick 2, full point PPR. Sammy Watkins, Corey Davis, Damian Harris, Jarvis Landry. Now, in full point PPR, I would go Jarvis Landry, personally.
Pick 2.
Oh, pick 2? Okay. I forgot that. I would go Damian Harris. Even though it is full point PPR, I'm still going to go Damian Harris. I like him a lot. Last week saw 23 touches. This week against the Jets team that they should win, I like Damian Harris a lot.
Yeah.
Stafford or Hurts? This one
It's a
I would
tough
go
one.
Hurts.
Yeah.
But Stafford should
Yeah, I'll
honestly
go.
have himself a day with Xavier Rhodes being out as well.
Yeah.
Godwin or Juju?
Yeah.
Godwin. Tyson Williams or Kenyon Drake? Kenyon Drake. Corey Davis or Devontae Parker? That one I would go Corey Davis in. Claypool or T. Higgins? T. Higgins. Burrow or Herbert? Herbert. Should I start Montgomery over Marvin Jones at flex? Absolutely. David Johnson, Zach Moss, or Ronald Jones? Ronald Jones. What do I do with Saquon? Keep Saquon. You got to keep Saquon in. Jalen Waddle or Juju? I would go with Juju personally. Corey Davis or Devontae Parker? I would go with, I just said Corey Davis, right? Yeah, Corey Davis. Jarvis Landry or Adam Thielen, full point PPR? I would go with Adam Thielen. Any of those that you would go differently, Ryan?
No.
No. So, and if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody being a part of the live show. Appreciate everybody. Let's get this big W. We got almost 10 minutes till kickoff. 10 minutes. So we got to get those lineups set. Yeah. Browns or Miami D? Browns. Tannehill or Teddy? 2 gloves. I'm gonna go with Tanny. I like the nickname though. Rojo or Damian Harris? Damian Harris. Cousins or Lawrence? Cousins. Brandon Cooks or Kenyon Drake? Full point PPR. Me personally, I'm going Brandon Cooks on this one.
I agree.
Ryan agrees. We got an agreement. If you're over on TikTok, come over to the Aspire Sports YouTube channel. We'll be able to answer your questions better over there. I will try to answer as everybody's questions as possible. Jesus loves you, homie. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Jesus loves you for saying that. Tyson Williams, Kenyon Drake. Sutton or Debo? Sutton. Rager or Hardman? Oh, we know who Ryan's going to go. You know who I'm going to go. Rager. Jalen Rager. Sammy Watkins revenge game. Yeah. You know, I don't buy into narratives like this, but could he have a solid game? He did. He could. And he saw a pretty solid target share. It was actually, I think he had like the 3rd highest target share this past week, maybe like the 4th or something. I forget exactly what the number was. But he could certainly have himself a good game today. It just depends on your other options. Should I hold on to Josh Jacobs or drop him? Absolutely, you hold on to him. Don't drop Josh Jacobs. You got to hold on to him. Corey Davis, Adam Thielen, full point PPR. I believe I got that one. I would say I'm still going with Adam Thielen though. Mac Jones or Lamar. Let's see. We got Higgins or Landry. Higgins. Fournette or Swift. If you know me, you know I'm going to go Swift. Tannehill or Baker. Tannehill. Tyson Williams or Marquise Brown. Tyson Williams. DJ Moore or Jamar Chase. I'm going Jamar Chase. Javonte Williams or DJ Moore. I'm going to go Javonte Williams, Keenan Allen, or Elijah Mitchell, Keenan Allen. And if you're over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. YouTube, just search Aspire Sports Show. We'll pop up. We're live. We're answering everybody's questions. James Robinson, Corey Davis, Chase Claypool, Jamal Williams. Which one for flex? I'm going with, out of those guys, I'm going to go with the Chase Claypool. Would you go with anybody differently, Rye?
I don't think so.
Ryan agrees. We're in agreement. Mitchell or Henderson? Henderson. Tyson Williams or Marquise Brown? Tyson Williams. Lamar or Herbert? That one's so close. I'm going with Lamar just because the rushing upside, but I absolutely love Justin Herbert this week. Should I play Justin Jefferson? Absolutely. Tyson Williams or Kareem Hunt? Kareem Hunt. LaVisca or Julio? Julio. DJ Moore or Devontae Smith? DJ Moore. We got start 2. We got Chark, Chenault, Mooney, Rager, AJ Green. I'm going to go with DJ Chark, and I'm actually going to go with Darnell Mooney. Who are you going with, Ray?
I mean, that's definitely Chark. I would hate to say Chenault. I can't say Chenault with them being on the same team. But I'll go Rager.
Deontay or Corey Davis for wide receiver 2. Deontay Johnson. Deontay, little top, what's going on, homie? And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate everybody being a part of the live stream today. Appreciate everyone. Thanks. Y'all are awesome. No, you're awesome. You're awesome. Antonio Brown or Deontay Johnson, full point PPR. Deontay Johnson for me. Elijah Mitchell, Tyson Williams in the flex. Elijah Mitchell, Eckler or Mixon. Mixon for me. You can't sit him. I mean, I hate to sit Eckler. Like, who are you starting over these two guys? Devontae Smith, Jacoby Myers, Nyheim Hines, or Sammy Watkins at flex PPR. I would go Devontae Smith. It's between Devontae Smith and Jacoby Myers, but I would personally go with Devontae Smith. I believe Ryan would go with the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Heineke,
Hines is close. I consider Hines, but yeah.
Eckler, Mixon, who you going? I would go Mixon.
Oh, Mixon, yeah.
Does Heineke take over as a starting quarterback even when Fitz comes back? Absolutely. I didn't envision Fitz keeping this job all season, to be honest with you. Brandon Cooks or Gaskin, full point PPR. Brandon Cooks or Gaskin? I got to put this in my head real quick. I would go Brandon Cooks. Lockett, Allen Robinson, or Mike Evans. Lockett, Allen Robinson for me. Rojo or Mark Ingram? Rojo. Any different with that, Rye?
No. I would stick with that, though.
You go with that. Let's see. Almost a game time, people. We got 7 minutes. 7 minutes. If you're over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. I'll be able to answer all your questions. What's up, homie? I hope you have a good week this week. I hope you have a good week this week, little top. Thank you for being a part of the live stream. T. Higgins or Jarvis Landry? T. Higgins. Corey Davis or Debo? Debo. Should I trade Corey Davis for AB? No.
I want AB.
Corey Davis.
Oh,
You would want AB. Ryan wants
we're so far different on AB. Yeah.
Najee Harris or Justin Jefferson? Najee Harris. Jerry Cook or Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts. Hurts or Dak? Dak. Jacoby Myers or Chenault? Jacoby Myers. Gronk or
Did you get Rojo or Mark Ingram?
Yeah,
Rojo
I would go
Mark
Rojo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
AB or Ridley? Ridley. AB or more? Ravens D or Colts D? Ugh, neither. Ugh. Who would you
Kyler or Tom Brady?
Me, Kyler. Always Kyler.
Sutton, Marvin Jones, Brandon Cooks. Pick 2.
Sutton, Marvin Jones, or Brandon Cooks. Pick 2. I would go Sutton and Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
I have Eckler, Swift, Mixon, and Montgomery. Who do I start? Me personally, Swift and Montgomery, or Swift and Mixon.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones or Damian Harris. Herbert or Hurts? Herbert. Need a flex out of Gaskin, Corey Davis, Cole Beasley, or Brandon Cooks or Tyler Boyd. Out of all those guys, I would go Brandon Cooks. Out of all of them. And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you're over on TikTok, come over to YouTube. You'll be able to get your answers or your questions answered. I promise you. It's not as busy over on YouTube. So come over to YouTube. You'll get your questions answered. Hey guys, need 2 for flex out of Christian Kirk, Devontae Smith, Trey Sermon, Gabe Davis, Van Jefferson, Marquez Callaway. So for me, the first one, Marquez Callaway, I'm going, and then Devontae Smith.
Yeah. You can't Trey Sermon, you can't do anything until you see what happens.
Yeah. I want to go him. Gangster Boy, thank you for being a part of the live stream. And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Jared Cook or Kyle Pitts? Julio or no, not Julio. Juju. Or Beasley. Yeah, Juju. Pitts or Gronk? Yep. Pitts. Should I go Corey Davis or Jamar Chase at flex? Jamar Chase. Mitchell or Singletary? Mitchell. Jacoby Myers, Tyler Boyd, Sony Michel, or Tyson Williams at flex? Jacoby Myers. Do I take Scary and Kittle for CD and Mike Williams? No, I wouldn't. Well, unless you're getting Terry and Kittle, I would do that.
I definitely want Terry and Kittle in that one. And if that's what you're getting offered, you should already click accept like 3 seconds ago, right when you said that.
True. AB or Sutton? AB, Tannehill or Herbert? Herbie. And then Corey Davis or Mark Ingram for flex. I would go Corey Davis. Mitchell or Singletary? Mitchell. Singletary. Zach Moss is active. I don't want any part of Singletary this week. Should I trade Chris Carson and Adams for Diggs in Montgomery? No. Well, I would want Chris Carson if you're getting that side. Chris Carson, the Adams side. AB or Sutton? Who would you go, Ryan? AB. I'm assuming you're saying AB.
Yeah, AB. Yeah.
Out of these four, which three should I start? Higgins, Julio, Jefferson, Ridley. Higgins, Jefferson, Ridley. Lockett or Marvin Jones? Lockett. AB or Sutton? AB. Landry or Devontae Smith? Smith. AB or Sutton? AB. Lamar or Jalen Hurts? Lamar. And if you haven't already,
Just
make
like
sure you
that.
smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. What's up?
Juju or Jarvis?
For me, Jarvis.
No, we already said. I said
Gaskin
AB.
or
You said
Rojo?
Sutton.
Gaskin?
Yeah.
Javonte Williams or Jamal Williams? Javonte Williams. Singletary or Hunt? Hunt. CEH or Zeke? Zeke. AB or Sutton? AB. Devontae Smith at flex or Smith Schuster? Devontae Smith. Go Devontae Smith. And Nyheim Hines or James White? Who you going?
Nyheim Hines.
I would go Nyheim Hines too, because I think that they're going to be down. They're going to have to throw the ball. Mitchell, Henderson, or James Robinson? Henderson, do I start Woods over Moore? I would, yes. Yes, I would.
Did you get your lineup set, Ty?
Yeah, I got my lineup set.
Yeah.
All right, we got.
That's one thing with this show. Sometimes we
Yeah, I
need to
know.
just we do a moment of silence for everyone and just get their stuff at 12:55 every day.
Yeah, I do forget to get my lineup set at times. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you've hit the follow button over there on TikTok. Ryan, I'm going to let you. Well, I'll close it out here. But if anybody answers on YouTube, go ahead and answer the questions. I'm going to answer some questions on TikTok right quick.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Oh,
we don't have any questions coming in. Obviously, best of luck to everybody this week. If you have anything real quick before we end it here, put it in the comments. I'm trying to think. Guys, I like this. I mean, I keep saying I like Antonio Brown quite a bit. Some of these questions are pretty good. I think we had some of them over and over again. The AB, like I said, AB, Devontae Smith I think has a good week this week. Nyheim Hines, Elijah Mitchell's that situation is going to be interesting. Definitely pay attention to that one. See how Trey Sermon gets worked in, if he does get worked in, and how much how much he touches the ball. It's definitely one to look over, and then some potential. Should I keep Ravens or Miami D overall, not just this week? I mean, I think both those defenses are solid. I wouldn't. It's tough. Miami has some playmakers. That division isn't the greatest, so I would probably hold on to them. The Ravens as well. It's tough to make this. They have a tough opening of their schedule, really, as far as fantasy wise against them. So I wouldn't panic on either of those defenses and kind of let it play out the next couple of weeks. For those defenses, yeah. So guys, don't forget, like and subscribe. We're doing it. We'll probably be doing another live show tonight.
yes, we'll be live
the primetime game. That's a big game tonight.
Yes, we'll be live at about like
later.
7:30.
Talk about some of our bets. Talk about what happened today. Talk about how good of a game AB had. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you being a part of the live stream. We're going to go ahead and log off. We'll be live tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of the live stream, and have a great day and good luck this week in fantasy football. See ya.
Peace
Bye.
out, people.